Hello, Jesus, I'm getting emotional. Hello. How's it going, guys? How's it going? It's your Cyber Hacker over here. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. We're back. Finally, a stream on a Monday. I can't remember the last time I streamed on a Monday. Maybe like 3 weeks ago. But I hope you're all doing well. We're back, and we're not doing Red Dead Redemption 2 for a change. If you're unfamiliar, or if you've been around for the past couple of weeks, or months, I should say. Yeah, we were doing Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm giving Red Dead Redemption 2 a break until the new year, because we finished chapter 3 last stream, so on Friday. But I kind of don't want to like finish, because I'm taking a break on from the 19th onward for the holidays. So I didn't want to kind of finish or keep going with Red Dead and then finish in the middle of a chapter and kind of just leave that there. We're already ending on a cliffhanger. If you know, you know. If not, go check the other stream out. But the VOD's up on the YouTube channel. But yeah, so we're going to be going back to kind of variety content. There's also a lot of stuff I want to cover that's coming out in like the next month. We're in December now, final month of the year. Warframe, the old piece, is coming out next Wednesday. And the week after that, Final Fantasy 14 is doing their 7.4 update, which has a lot of stuff that I want to cover. So that's why I kind of wanted to go back to variety content for a little bit. This week as well. Also, if you're not familiar with the schedule, I will not be streaming this Wednesday. I have a doctor's appointment, and I just won't have the time to come back and stream and get all that stuff done. Basically, I'll be running myself around the place on a Wednesday, and I just, with the way the past couple of weeks have been, I'd rather just not stress about it. So there won't be a stream on Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday then with more Inazuma 11, and oh boy, I was not even sure. I was actually not going to stream this game outside of doing ranked, but apparently ranked is broken, and there is so much in this game. It is actually, I'd actually say it's actually worth the $70, €70, not gonna lie. There's a lot in this game, a lot more than I expected, especially when they delayed it, because this was meant to come out in, I think, July or August, I think, was the initial release date. And this game has had a troubled development as is, because it was meant to come out with the anime, the Ares anime, and then it never did, and then it kept getting cancelled and delayed and pushed back, and cancelled and delayed and pushed back, and yeah, it was in development hell. But from before we jump into the game, before I could give my brief thoughts, I've put 90 hours into this game already, on my own time, because I was dealing with like being sick and stuff. I have not touched the story yet. I know bits and pieces of the story, however, I've not actually touched the story mode yet. I've just been going through building my team, playing the Chronicles mode, which is basically like a retelling of like the previous games and stories and stuff like that. I've done a couple of them. I've done a couple of routes already, because like I said, I didn't plan on like playing this, making this a stream game. This was gonna be the story mode, and like all that type of stuff was gonna be specifically for myself. This is going to be something I keep for myself, and I was like, oh, maybe I might do ranked, but apparently ranked's a bit broken at the moment, so we won't be doing that today. Today, it's kind of in the title. We're going to continue on Chronicle mode, which is basically like the retelling of like the previous games, and I'll get more into... For those that aren't familiar, I'll get more into detail as to what I've done and where we're at. So, we'll get into that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. I was thinking as well, like, of all the hyperfixations I have, there's Pokemon, there's Dragon Ball and Sonic are the two big ones. There's Kingdom Hearts and all that. Inazuma 11 is definitely up there for me. I've never been able to... I would have liked to have played the Go Galaxy games, but they never came out in the... They never came out in the West, so... And I think it was due to some BS, like, lawsuit between, like, a German company and like want to release the games, and then by the time that lawsuit was like settled or whatever, the time for the games to come out, basically the Switch had already come out. Wow, the Switch had already came out, so there was no point in like dubbing the games and then releasing them, and that was just kind of painful to hear, because that means we only got 2/3 of Inazuma 11 Go's story, because similar to the original series, it had 3 seasons. It had the first season, which had its own arc. It had the second season, which had a different arc, and then the third season being its own arc as well. Kind of like the OG one, where like the OG one was like the Football Frontier stuff. Then we have the Alias stuff. I will get into that. And then we have basically the FFI International, which is basically the World Cup, which is kind of cool. But yeah, no, this is one of those, this is probably like the only sports anime I've really gotten into. Like, I've been interested in like watching Haikyuu and Kuroko no Basket and stuff like that. I've like, I know there's a lot more grounded ones. The ones I tend to vibe with are the ones that kind of have like the more superpowery shonen aspect, but I guess that's just me, and that's just me. I like my superpowers and stuff, and combining it, and to preface, I don't even like watch soccer or football at all. I don't. I think I might have explained this or talked about this when the beta was out, and I was playing that for a little bit, and I was doing ranked there. But yeah, like I don't play. Like, the only sport I've played in, like, the past couple of years has been volleyball. Like, I actually really do like volleyball. Now, if we could get an Inazuma 11-ish game with volleyball, that would be pretty sick. And no, not Haikyuu, because the Inazuma 11 has actual, like, super, like... you know what? It's best if I show y'all anyway. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. This is one of those things where, like, I'm going to keep the stream short today. This is one of those streams where it's like, hey, I'm playing this game on my own time anyway. I might as well just play it on stream, since I'm gonna be doing the same thing anyway, but at least I'll have like chat and whatever watching. But yeah, this will be another shorter stream today. I'm debating on what the next couple of weeks there's gonna be, like, mainly variety content. I haven't really been, I say variety, but it's gonna be Inazuma 11 this week. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I managed to get Inazuma 11 up until, like, basically before my break. Because outside of like the Warframe and Final Fantasy 14 streams, of course, because I always take the time to get those done. But yeah, I might even do Final Fantasy 14 on the Friday, when that comes out, because that'll be the last stream. But also Fridays are really good for those types of like story-based things. Like story-based patches and stuff like that as well. Like the old piece is like, the old piece seems to be about as long as the Hex, so like the 1999 stuff, if you're familiar. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of the way of doing about it. I won't say anything in stone yet, but expect the old piece, expect an old piece stream, Warframe stream, and expect a Final Fantasy 14 7.4 patch stream, like I always do. I always cover the patches on stream, so I do. And just enjoy my time with that, because that's going to be interesting to go through now, since we're 7.4 onwards is set up for the next expansion, and the next expansion is gearing up for next year, the end of next year, according to how timelines are working out and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting to go through. Yo, Prophet, welcome. We're just doing the usual preamble, the usual pre-stream yapping, so not much to miss there. God, I hate ads. Yeah, can't turn them off, unfortunately. Once you become affiliate, that's it. Once you become affiliate, that's it. They're shoving the ads down your throat. But yeah, we're just chilling. So we're just chilling out today. Like this is one, like I said, this is one of those streams where I'm basically just like, hey, I'm playing this game off stream. I might as well play it on stream. That's what this stream and Friday stream is basically going to be. I don't know what I'm going to do Friday. Today, I already kind of have stuff in mind, and I'll go through what I've done, because I was doing a lot of grinding. Add over. That's good. Yeah, I wasn't yapping too much. Just, like, thinking about what I'm going to do today and Friday. We are doing Inazuma 11 both days, because, like I said, this has become a hyperfixation, and it tends to. Like, I ended up doing a whole thing, like playing one of the games again. I think it was like earlier. I think it was earlier in the year, actually, because it was kind of like the preamble for when Victory Road came out. Then Victory Road got delayed. I would have liked to have played an Inazuma 11 game on stream, but because they're DS games, it's a little harder, and I don't have a capture card. So the whole touch screen mechanics would be a bit iffy. Question: what the hell is that? Never heard of it. Probably won't remember it after you explain it. I will happily explain Inazuma 11. It's basically soccer or football, whatever you call it. But it's basically that. But there's like super moves and stuff like that. It's very shonen. It's literally a shonen. Like, anime with, like, powers and stuff like that in, like, I'm gonna be real, there are so many instances where it's like, most of these kids can solo your favorite fucking anime. That's how insane shit gets. And we're, like, where we're at now, I'll explain more when we get in. But where I'm at now in the Chronicles mode, I've put 90 Prophet, just for a reference, I have put 90 hours into this game, and I have not touched the story mode yet. I've just been building my teams up, and like, I say teams, I've been building my team, and just leveling them, and like, getting them ready to just, like, thrash. I'm not going into ranked. There is a ranked mode, but apparently ranked is kind of broken at the moment, so that's why I'm not doing that today. I'm basically doing the things I would have been doing off stream anyway. So I was like, yeah, why not? Might as well stream it. I remember hearing about that. Still don't even care why. With a sports game with added anime BS, they really be the worst of both worlds. Oh, but for someone like me, it is phenomenal. It's so serious. You know what? Let's go. Let's jump in. I can explain a lot more of what happens. It takes itself so seriously as well, but it adds to the whole charm of the entire thing. I can explain more when we get in. There was some... Stop the music. Let's move this game up. But it's just like... Oh, it's so good. It's like, it's right up my alley. Because, like, here's the thing. I've said it before. I don't watch football or soccer normally. I just don't. I'm interested in, like, stuff like Haikyuu and Kuroko no Basket. I've seen bits and pieces of, like, each of them. I haven't watched the series. But Inazuma 11 for me... Holy balls. Like, yeah, it's... Yeah. My favorite game is Red Dead Redemption 2 Zero Boost. Why would I play a game that's 100% bullshit? But that's the thing, like, sometimes it may, first of all, I think we've had this conversation before as well. Just because it's bullshit for one person doesn't mean it's that for another. And this is one of those other hyperfixations like Dragon Ball and Sonic and Pokemon could be. This is big for me. So it is. So I'm like all for it. I can show it off more anyway. When we get into the game and stuff like that, we'll actually be doing... I will say is I do not use the English dub. I just can't vibe with the English dub in this game. Nothing against the dub itself. Nothing against the dub itself. It's just that the reason I have the Japanese voices on this time around is just because when they're calling out the super moves, they actually call out the moves, whereas in the English dub, they don't for some reason. So I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. That would have been better if they just did it, you know? Right, and then there's an advent calendar, so we get rewards every... Also, do let me know if it's too loud, and I'll turn it down. Yeah, so, like, we literally have, like, a whole advent calendar for when the game first came out. And then... we have an exact timeline, so Galaxy Route. So this is the third... Oh, fuck, I forgot to swap it over. I'm stupid! Okay, sorry. I got lost in the sauce a bit. We're back. So yeah, we got the Galaxy Route that's coming out in... Oh, wow, next week, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, the 12th of... No, sorry, the 21st. Okay, so it's like not the... It's the week of my break. First week of my break, actually. That's funny enough. But yeah, so a couple of weeks. Let me put it this way. The only reason I like Dragon Ball is because the world building has potential. After that, I don't give a shit about Goku and Vegeta and Gohan. Who cares? Goku's... Vegeta is an evil assassin. So you're not for the character writing, then? So you're not for the character development and shit. Inazuma 11's full of it. Inazuma 11 is full of character writing and really good characters. And that's why I vibe with it so much. Like, there's a whole... Right, so let's go through here. The Chronicle mode is what I've been playing and doing my entire time here. Outside of... I've played a little bit of Ranked, but I've not played, like, too much of it. Also... There is, they introduced the gacha system. Not actual money, thankfully. This game is $70. If they had added a paid gacha, I would have not been buying this game at all. But yeah, there's, like, different, like, characters of rarities and stuff like that. It's really not that bad. I can promise you that, because I'm going to go into my team and show y'all now. This is my current team. Nope. So let's... go into my current team. All of my characters outside of the couple on the bench are level 99. I'm still leveling some characters and stuff like that. A connoisseur of excellent world building. That's why I play Red Dead, simply by talking and walking in the middle of a Grizzly's a world building, just chef kiss. Yeah, that's fair. For me, I'm a big thing for character writing, which is also why I do have a problem with taking your example, Prophet. Like, that's why I have a big problem with Gohan and the way he's written. Shadow the Hedgehog, the way he was written for a long time as well, and the way he's written in Boom, I'm not a fan of. Like, I'm big on the character writing. Like, world building's great, but for me, characters are, like, a central reason as to why I would watch or, like, play a game. Watch a show or play a game. So, like, outside of a couple... Oh my god, my boy. Let me show off my boy. Let me show off my boy here. Sean Frost. I do use the English names. There are different names for the Japanese dub. But they were translated, or not even translated, they were given brand new names for English. So that's why you might hear them being called something else in Japanese in comparison to what they're actually called in English. Just as a heads up, because we're going to be doing a bit of the Chronicles mode. Sonic is super effing dumb, like maybe it's a kid's game can work, but the world building of Sonic... Mal will be a crappy Benjamin Elbow 6. The thing with Sonic is that now we've got the main comic writer under doing the games, so they're actually trying their best to improve the world building of Sonic. So that's why I'm looking forward to it. That's what Sonic Frontiers was as well. That's what Sonic Frontiers was as well. It gave us the origin of the Chaos Emeralds, and like. Or I wouldn't say the entire origin of the Chaos Emeralds, but it gave us, like, oh, like, the Chaos Emeralds are not from, like, this world. But the Master Emerald drew them to Earth, and it's a whole thing. I want to go play Sonic Frontiers again. Because that game was really good. Because that's the first game with the new writer. And it's really good, in my opinion. You want a game that I absolutely think there's two of world building, and Conan Exiles got the world building, it's beautiful, well done. It's just gorgeous in every way. Yeah, I think I've seen bits and pieces of Conan Exiles, but it's not really my thing. But yeah. Just to give, and the Warframe world building, even though it's complicated, as Mac done so well, I swear they were writing with a gold brush. Yeah, I was saying I am going to be covering Warframe next week. The old piece comes out. So I definitely will be covering that. I'm debating whether I cover it on Wednesday or Friday though, because Fridays give me a lot more wiggle room when it comes to like the story stuff, and I'll be doing the same then with Final Fantasy 14 as well. Just doing them on the Fridays, and just like having a little more wiggle room and stuff like that. So I'll be bringing Warframe back. I'll probably get more into it over the weekend. It's just that this game currently has its claws sunk deep into me. But I'm not gonna interrupt myself by reading chat for a sec, just so I can kind of like give an example of good character writing in this show. Sean Frost here, my favorite character in the entire show. When you first meet him, he's like, oh, he's a chill dude. He apparently kills a bear, which is like baller as shit. And then it turns out that, or basically when he gets on the pitch, he's a defender, but then it turns out, oh, he like basically has a personality switch and becomes a forward. And he has this whole, I'm not doing it justice by explaining it, but he has this whole inner conflict throughout the season, from like the entire season, of like, oh, right, basically his parents and brother died in an avalanche and he was the only survivor. First of all, wild. But basically, because of the trauma, he basically adopted a double personality where he's both himself and his brother. And his brother was a forward and he himself was a defender. So he has this whole arc of like coming to grips with like he goes on like mad rants, talk to himself like, I need to be perfect, I need to do this my way type of deal. But then it's like, he's basically having like fights with him in his own head type of deal. And it's like, you see it from the other points of view as well. Because from our point of view, we see like, you know, like a character appearance difference. Here, let me see if I can find... I think I already got like the variation of the character. Yeah, so this is the... Can I... No, I can't. I mean, this is as good as I can get it. So yeah, this is what he looks like when he has like the forward quote-unquote personality. And then I don't have the defender personality, but the hair is down, his eyes are his normal color, like they're the normal kind of grayish blue. However, that's one of those things where it's like only we as the audience see that, whereas the characters in the show only see him as like Sean. They see the personality shift where he becomes more brash and cocky, but they don't see the appearance change that's left for us, which that's one of those things I really enjoy. And then like he gets to a point where he basically has a mental breakdown because of one of the matches he can't score. He's not strong enough to score. And so he basically like goes into a coma for like a little bit as well. It's like, first of all, these kids are like 14, 15. This is like high school shit. It's taken so seriously. And then, like, he eventually becomes, like, you know, the way kind of power of friendship, kind of not, where basically it's like, oh, you have people to, like, help you and stuff like that, and that's when we get, like, this variation where he becomes a forward and he kind of grows into his own and stuff like that. But, yeah, like, I'm not doing it justice by explaining it. Like, but honestly, Sean Frost is my favorite character in the entire series from just how well he's written. And you know what? There's like a funny part as well. Let me go into there's a part in the story as well. I won't be able to show it off because it's like only like done by clips and stuff like that. Same reason I don't like history much before we look at that history vibe. We can agree to disagree. Even when I play a game without story, I'm there for the world building, not the story. Even Red Dead for me, it's world building. It makes the greatest of all time. Yeah, that's great. I mean, like, I've played Red Dead, so like I agree. Well, I haven't done too much outside of like the story for Red Dead. Like, I can appreciate the stuff that I have seen. So the likes of like, yeah, like when I was like talking about the fact that I was on my way back to camp after like fixing the graphic settings and I was attacked by the Lemoyne Raiders, like little bits and pieces like that of like the world being organic and not like kind of revolving around the main character and stuff like that. That type of stuff, I love that kind of stuff. My favorite world so far, world's incomplete. I like elements from a bunch of different worlds, like ideas the same, but not the way they're implemented. Yeah. Alright, so basically, you want to know how absolutely batshit insane this story can get, though? Basically, our first team, we fight Royal Academy. Royal Academy are the big bad for, like, the first half of the first season. You fight these other guys, but you have this dude in the background called Ray Dark. Let me see if I can get him up here, because I'll probably be... No, we don't actually see him yet. Oh, I mean, we do... Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong battle. Hang on. Yeah, so, down right there. Dark. Ray Dark. He is a menace the entire fucking season. Even going into the next season. Because this dude basically wants to destroy football. Or soccer. I'll say football because they refer to it as football even in like I think even in the English or the American dub of the anime. But yeah, basically we go through like the qualifiers and stuff like that, and we get to fight Royal Academy again. And you want to know how this match starts? It starts with the captain, Jude, up there, goggles dude just above me. Basically warning Mark, hey, I need y'all to take a couple of steps back when the whistle blows. Because this motherfucker, Ray Dark, drops, like, beams the size of a house on this, like, 13 to 15-year-old football team. So they could, like, win. And, like, their way of destroying football and stuff like that. Because it's also hinted that this crazy motherfucker... it's hinted that he also killed the main character, Mark Evans's, or Endo, depending on the dub you're watching, grandfather. Because he fucked up the brakes. Oh, that wasn't even, like, the most batshit insane thing he did. He had spies in the main character's, like... multiple spies in the main character's, like, school. One staff and one who joins as a team member. And they tried sabotaging the brakes on the truck they were going to drive to the Royal Academy match to possibly kill them. So that way they could, like, keep doing this plot. Like, it's not that serious, bro. But they take it so seriously. But it adds to the charm so much because this fucking dude, this Ray Dark, oh my god. He has no chill at all in the slightest. And then once, basically Jude, the main character, goggles dude here, basically is like, hey, we're not gonna win this way. And then Ray Dark's like, alright, fuck y'all, peace out, I'm done. But then he comes back managing Zeus Academy, who are basically like basically the final boss of season 1. Where he's basically giving these players drugs to completely batter every team they have gone against. And they actually, one thing they do in Inazuma 11 is to show the overwhelming power of a team, is they will normally hit score margins that are just ridiculous in any generation. So the first time Royal Academy faces Raimon, who are like the main character's team and stuff like that as well. They lose 10-0 pretty much. And then what happens is Royal Academy goes into have a buy-in to the qualifiers, but they lose to Zeus like 10-0. And the highest margin we have gotten so far is in season 2 when they lose to one of the teams 32-0. Like, the main characters lose in that much of a margin. Like, it's insane. But Ray Dark is normally... He shows up, like, once or twice in Season 2. But he's a constant threat in Season 1. He's, like, the main threat. Dude just can't and won't chill out. Like, he's actually insane. Alright, let me read chat now. I'm after going on a rant. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The game does this thing where it's, like, it turns off all of the music and stuff when I tab out. I'll try and read everything, and then what we'll do is I don't really have much team building to do, so I want to quickly, not quickly, but I want to play the game and jump in. About to rave about your favorite character. I'm gonna rave about my favorite world. My favorite world so far is complete. Oh yeah, I read that one. Like the fuck nonsense. I also see the dam and the warp. Also like the idea how superhuman abilities, but I don't like how most realities is treated like magic rather than theoretically the best it could. Yeah, and in Inazuma 11, they're just treated as normal. Like, they could do these abilities. We've seen examples of them doing the abilities outside of matches, so it's not like oh, you can only do this during the match type of thing. Basically, I have an entire idea world in my head. Basically, here's how it goes. The world's map is made of 3 parts. Material, which is carnation between the Sea of the Damned and the Sea of Thieves, and the warp from 40k, and the void from Warframe. The material world, like everything living being, basically taking the real world to remove a few more inconvenient limitations like no entropy or any of that BS. Supernatural power be subtle supernatural influence is something that could highly be plausible. Theoretically, you could say it's normal. Finally, biological element, essentially limitless biology, basically so there's no decay, aided by a lack of entropy, basically in the realms of physics and the mass weight movement. Makes sense. Altogether, basically meaning a world where evolution can happen within generations rather than take a billion years. That's basically it. You could pause. All right, yeah, no, that's cool. That's an interesting concept. The one thing, like, I will say, like, despite the fantastical elements of, like, Inazuma 11, for example, since we're here, is that, like, they actually do... Let me go back here. A lot of the stuff is relatively grounded. Like, even, like, Sean basically is dealing with PTSD and split personality disorder. Like, but it's not done in a way that's, like, anime, outside of the typical, like, oh, he needs to be a perfect player, or he can't... But he believes he can't be perfect without his brother. So there's, like, PTSD and split personality disorder there. You have the main striker pretty much of the team, who basically, like, his sister's in the hospital due to Ray Dark having no chill, because it was Royal Academy versus his old school. Where's the team? Kirkwood, I think it's called. Yeah, Kirkwood. So basically, Axel, who's the striker character, leaves because, yeah, his little sister ended up in the hospital and stuff like that. Like, just because... All of this to win football matches, by the way. Like, that's how insane Ray Dark is as a character. Like, it's so... In any other universe, this would be insane. But it makes, like... There's a detective that's hunting Ray Dark down. We don't see a lot of that. We don't see a lot of the story elements in the Chronicles mode. You'd have to go back and, like, watch the anime, or, like... Sorry, I got sniped again. That's fine. Happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna go on, like, a total rant again, but, like... You have a detective that is, like, constantly on the hunt for Ray Dark because he keeps escaping and stuff like that. And then he shows up again in... Season 2 for, like, one match. Because he's basically like, oh, let's do Royal Academy again, but be more brutal. And basically, like, he picked up characters that were left behind in the previous match, and it's like, da-da-da. And then he comes back in Season 3, and we're probably going to see him because Season 3 is what we're currently playing. Oh, whoops. Season 3 is what we're currently playing. because that's what I was doing last. So currently, this is where we're at. I did the first 2 matches because, like I said, I was kind of just like, I was going to continue on, but then I was like, you know what, I'll just hold off until stream since I'm going to be doing this anyway. But basically, we're doing the Asian qualifiers, so it's who will represent Asia going forward. Like, your kid's probably going to be much stronger and smarter. You're basically physically and mentally better, but they're not going to grow an extra limb or anything. It takes about 1,000 years to fully adapt environment. Oh, right, cool. Hang on, I think I missed something. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much on a whole other rant. I was saying of a few human variants that come out with World 2 and the various sizes between 1,000 years because it's a happening generation, but it's unlikely to be dramatic. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Actually, there's one thing I want to see. Where's my settings? I want to see if I can make it so that way the enable sounds when running in the background. Yes, please. So now if I tab out, it should still play the music. Yeah. It's always jarring when the music just stops when I'm trying to like read chat and stuff like that. Right, that's grand. There's 3 specific humanoid variants. The human variant, which is just humans plus. There's elf-like race, which is more just humanity, who focus more on intelligence, dexterity. There's more animalistic, that focus more on strength, constitution. Cool. Yeah. No, that's pretty neat. Like, that's a whole we have like a similar thing in the sense of like, when for me it's characters. For me, it's always like, I like gushing about characters and character writing and stuff like that. And then you like your world building and all that type of stuff as well. Alright. What time is it now? Alright. I don't want to do what I did, I think, what was it? One of the streams where it was like, oh yeah, we're meant to play a game. And then I yapped for like an hour straight. I do actually want to play today. Of course, the immaterial world is a combination, as I said, of the void sea, the dam, and the warp, creating the demon ass variant of humans. The split off early is like 60 to 80,000 years ago. Alright, that's cool. Alright, I'll keep an eye on chat, because like, I do want to get into the game, but paragraphs, as I've mentioned before, which is why I have the limit on. Z split off the 40,000 years ago. For the elves, for the more animalistic group, quote-unquote, beast races, which are still mostly human, only split off the 10 to 12 years ago. Or 12,000 years ago. I'm just waiting. Why did the dollar sign appear? Oh, no. If you're using text-to-speech like you mentioned before, then... Oh, no. Dollar sign. Either way, I got it. 40,000 years. Yeah. Warhammer 40k? Hang on. Okay. But yeah. I'm just like waiting. Because I want to give a little bit of context before we jump into. I think I give a little bit of context, but I'm just waiting. You know, the dangers of the warp and the void. Oh yeah, I have not played Warframe in a while, but yeah, the warp as well. I am familiar with because I played Space Marine a while back. Jeez, that was like last year. Oh, time flies. Yeah, I played Space Marine. Yeah, I played Space Marine last year. 'Cause that like was a short enough. I did that all week, I think. And then yeah. So yeah, no, it's cool. Like it's cool though. Like I like that type of thing. I like hearing about like other people like making their own worlds and stuff like that, and seeing how they want to go about it. I always get, when it comes to like making worlds, I get a bit worried because I don't want to take too much from different things. But that's why I like the kind of character development stuff as well. That like it's something that I always vibe with. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to tap back in. Wait, did I tap back in? Oh, maybe I forgot. I can't check the teams until I actually get into the match. You know, the void, warp, and see the dam that have the wrong forms of conceptual embodiment. The warp is about emotions, the void is about concentration, the sea soul is about desire. Yeah. It's like different circles of hell type stuff. Yeah. Basically, this version combines all 3 of those aspects to make something a lot more chaotic, and ironically a lot more lawful. Yeah, for me, like I was just thinking of the set, like the circles of hell type of thing. Even if they're not separate, they're like, it's kind of like that's what I was thinking of. This is gonna be very awkward for anyone watching the VOD, and like, oh, we're talking about something completely different, not the game. The Sea of the Damned actually is the thieves. or in Sea of Thieves is not considered hell. It's actually considered pirate heaven. Oh, that's interesting. I've never played Sea of Thieves, so I've seen bits and pieces of it, but it's not. I thought I'd like enjoy playing it, but at the same time, it was kind of one of those things. Just like it looks fun to watch, I guess, more than anything else. It looks fun to see like a bunch of people like kind of just go off and goof off on it. Like all three, you can even come back to life to gain mechanic and a lower feature. Yeah. Like, oh yeah. In the game, you basically you're like trapped there, but you just come back. Yeah, oh, that's cool. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna jump into this game. I'll keep an eye on chat because like all that type of stuff, but it's like hard for me to concentrate when I'm in game. But just for some context, for people that maybe tune in that aren't watching or that aren't informed on Inazuma 11, I have done the first 2 series or seasons on Chronicle mode. So I've done the first season. You get where I'm going, right? Oh yeah, no, I get what you mean. I'm just like, I want to get into the game and stuff. That's all it is. I get what you mean. Don't worry. But yeah, no, so for context, for people that are not aware, I've done season 1, which was the whole like underdog becoming champions type deal. We did season 2, which was aliens. I shit you not, aliens. That's how we start season 2. And then we're basically on season 3 now, which is the World Cup. So yeah, take that. I will give context to the aliens things if it's asked for. But yeah, the juxtaposition between aliens and the World Cup. Yeah, it's a lot easier for me to build a world, to make a character. Yeah, for me it's the opposite. For me it's like I need characters first before I can build a world, which is probably the most backwards way of doing it. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not gonna voice act this. I'll give a summary. I'm also blocking some of the subtitles. Whoops, my bad. We decided to build a world together by actually world design, good world builder, seems like someone good character writer. I haven't done it in a little bit, but I just like writing characters even if they're cliche. I'm saying I could build a world, you could just make the characters kind of just mash together until they fit. Yeah. Yeah, static still. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm gonna play this out because it's been a while, but yeah, for context, because I'm not gonna be reading out all the stuff. Basically, it's a particularly warm day at the stadium, and we're fighting the Saudi Arabian team. And as Hurley Kane here puts it, he grew up in Okinawa, which is normally a very sunny region, so everyone else is suffering. But the opposing team and himself are doing pretty good. So you can see where the conflict comes in for this match. Outside of just having to win. Did you say world? I'd say you can imagine a few characters in it. Yeah. Yeah, also this dude with the pink hair surfs. So, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Konnichiwa, Mr. Endo, Qatar captain.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of getting the this dude Khalil for my team, but then I mean I might still get him. I got way too many defenders for my team and spread my resources way too thin yesterday. So I'm still in the team building phase of like just wanting to like play with my favorite characters and stuff. So but that's also why we're going through the Chronicles mode, so then I can farm stuff. Let's go. Oh, and just for a little fun fact, Mark Evans or Mamoru Endo, if you're playing the Japanese or using the Japanese names, it is the same Japanese voice actor as Naruto. So that's a little fun fact for those that maybe or unaware and such. But I was unaware until like very recently. It's like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar, because like I watch a lot of my anime in dub and stuff. Yeah, they noticed it there. Banyan was like, oh, these guys aren't even affected by the heat. Yeah, because they're the Saudi Arabian team. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. I think it is the Saudi Arabian team. I need to like look it up again. I'd like to ask you if you could take my world concept and build your own characters around there and see what you could do with pre-made world. I'm not sure. I could have a think on it, but I can't promise anything. Stream, like, outside of overall health issues, I've just been really busy. So that's why I'm saying I haven't been doing the character creation for myself in a good while. So I just don't have the time with how busy it is, especially with the holiday season and stuff like that. I'll put a pin in it. I'll put a pin in it. For like maybe next year or something. Right, let's do this. We actually try to play the game. Soccer. Time for soccer. Score a goalless Nathan. Oh, I actually have to like... What? Okay. Yeah, so for the Chronicle mode, you have to hit specific history checks because basically... Oh, I didn't even explain Chronicle mode. I didn't even explain, like, the whole, like... Okay, there we go. Alright, here's some of the super moves. There we go. Also, do let me know and I'll turn the volume down if needed. So basically, yeah, for the Chronicle mode, for the first match, you have to hit specific points. And normally if it wants you to score as a character, you'll automatically get a score. There's no, like, competitive part of that. And then there's normally a second match, which you have to do to unlock the next match and stuff like that as well. I forgot to explain there is a plot to the Chronicle mode itself, and I'll explain it once we finish here. I completely forgot about... There is a story among the going back through the older stories. You could do it as one on stream, like your Final Fantasy character. Yeah, I could do that. That's what I'm saying. I'll put a pin in it or whatever. I won't promise it. I won't promise it for the next couple of weeks because Warframe and Final Fantasy are gonna take up my time, and then I'm just busy outright with like class and work and stuff. Yeah, so this is like the story side of the Chronicle mode, but there's an overarching story that I forgot to explain, which is also just as wild, if not wilder, than what I explained with Raid Arc. Yep, takes note of the sun. It's a scorcher today. Right, play for victory. So now we get to play normally. So now, yeah, this is basically it. It's very RPG, like you can slow down your thing. Pick a move if you have the tension gauge or the meter. And then, oh god. Yeah, sure, we'll do Fireball Sweet. I don't know if I have the... I might have the power to actually score here. Get in there. Oh, I forgot to check the element of the keeper. Okay, fire. Yeah, we're good. We're good. For the gameplay, there are not only like different power on shots and stuff, there is also an elemental factor to take into play as well. So like, there's 4 elements. There's earth, wood, wind, and fire, and each of them have like a weakness to the other and stuff. I'll try and get as many goals as we can, though normally the Chronicle mode just kind of lets you... It follows a set path, so we're like very far into the first half. The Chronicles battles are normally the... They're very easy. They're just for the sake of the story. Crossfire. Who's at me? Oh, I see Jude. Let's go. One of my favorite moves, Crossfire. They're introducing one of my favorite moves. I've seen leaks for the game because not everything's in it yet. Oh, I don't have enough tension to... Okay, go for it. Wait, I get another goal. Oh, thank God. I love that. Question, why does everyone have monkey ears? Well, is it like just big ears in general? I think that's just a character design thing. I think that's just a character design thing. It's very... It's not like chibi. Also, it could be the 3D models. Give me this back. Give this back. Oh, Sean's up there. Oh, I'd like to score with Xavier if I can. No. Yes. Yeah, it's like a weird mix of like turn-based in a way. Which is kind of like the DS games are very similar, where you like enter like a one-on-one with a player on the team, and then you have to make decisions or move in a way to avoid the other player. It's not like a FIFA. It's not simulator like at all. I mean, they're not too big, but they have like the shape of monkey ears. I need to look again. I see it on some of the character arts. Yeah, I see. Now I can't unsee it. Yeah, his ears are kind of more outward. I guess they're kind of like mine are kind of shaped like that in a way. Over here. Mine they're kind of out a lot more than they would be. Yeah, everyone's exhausted. Even Hurley Kane's exhausted. Yep, everyone's more drained than usual. Because everyone went all out in the first half. And the reason these guys weren't trying to score, complete a focus battle with Jordan. Does it automatically... No, it doesn't. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I think it depends on the time. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Jordan, where you at? Pass it to Jordan. Okay, right, so I gotta enter like a focus battle. I'm probably gonna lose because of the way things are going. Yeah. Yeah. You kind of know when you're like being set up to like lose certain things. And like also... Wait, are they gonna show it here? No, they're not. Okay, I'll explain it. I'll explain it if they don't show it. Cause like, here's the thing. The Chronicle mode is good, and it's a love letter to someone like me who just loves this series. I straight up almost teared up when I was going through the second season stuff again, because of just how good Sean's arc is. And they play like the anime music, which I'm hoping doesn't get me copyrighted, but it's hunting time, everyone. Yeah, so now we're gonna see some stuff here. Oh! Sean and Jordan. Yes, okay. So they didn't straight up explain it, but basically Sean lives up in Hokkaido, which is a very... I think it's Hokkaido anyway, which is a very snowy region of Japan. So he is even less used to the heat than everyone else in the... So, basically, in anime, he passes out. He's like, I can't. I'm so fucked. He passes out in the anime. Right, let's go. Okay. Yeah, enter the zone. Hobbs drives it up a little for a shot. Yeah, he passes it. And, like, we're getting, like, another character arc with Hobbs. Yep. Yep. That's Axel's signature move when he sees someone, like, not taking the football seriously is kicking the ball at their faces. The darker side is what? Inside the tip tree, normally large ears and monkey ears. Yeah, I think it is just a character, just the way the models are done. For context here, because I don't really go through the context, they hint at it in the first game for the season. Hobbs here, Austin, the dark-haired kid, keeps passing the ball every time he has a chance to, like, score, but every time he has a chance to score, he passes it off instead. Yeah, so he says it there, I'm trying to get the ball to my teammates, that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Yeah, I'm not treading on anyone's toes and spoiling their fun. Stop worrying about whether or not people are having fun. Yeah, it's the World Cup, bro. This is not the time. Yeah. Yeah. He did the exact same thing to Sean when he was put on the pitch in the last season. And Sean was kind of in his own head about stuff. Axel did the exact same thing where he just pulled up with the ball and kicked him with it. That's just like his signature move. I think he did it with Mark in the first season as well. So I think he's done that 3 for 3 in terms of seasons. But yeah, so this is like meant to be a whole thing. Yeah, so basically like, I don't know if to explain it. I have a lot to explain. Yeah, it's different. Show us what you got in a minute. Basically, if they don't explain it, I'll explain it. It's definitely not my type of thing. Yeah, it's fair. For me, like, there's like so many, they introduce new characters every season. Like, you have the main crew in the first one, then they introduce more and more through season 2 and 3. All of them have like really good story arcs. In like even the main character. The main character isn't like like for example Goku, where he's more of a reactive main character than like a proactive main character. So like even like Mark here gets his own like story arcs and stuff like that in each season. Like he's not just there as like a like there to give speeches type of character, you know what I mean? You're on. Nice. Right, they don't explain it because they obviously probably can't. It's only meant to cover the matches. Basically, Austin plays with his team, but because he was so good, because he was so good, they were giving him dirty looks and like calling him a glory hog and basically like were upsetting him and stuff like that. Keep in mind, he's actually the youngest member of the group, which is why a lot of people never played with him before. But then he started playing with the other teammates. So that way, and then like the teammates were happy because they were getting a chance with the ball and stuff. But now he's in a team where that doesn't matter. So he can just go all out. So we're going to see that right here. Like he has his own special move, but he's been holding back the entire time. Right, now I need to get the ball to... Oh, I just realized, I forgot, this is actually a long shot in the game. It's a long shot in the, Later, I'm gonna drive. Let's get... I'll read chat in a sec, let me just get the ball up. Where's Tiger Drive? Oh, I can't do it yet. Oh, that's not fair. I hate when they do that. Give me this. I hate when they do that. No, give me the ball. Is Hobbs offside? I think he is. Okay, there we go. Go. There we go. Hit it. I won't call Goku reactive, I just call him stupid. Gohan's reactive. Well, Gohan is reactive as well, but in terms of, like, main characters, Goku trains because he wants to, and when a villain shows up, he reacts to that. And then, like, it just involves more training. Like, that's kind of what I mean. I don't know if I used that term correctly. But yeah. Goku's motivated solely by fighting Gohan, even. I don't think he knows what motivates him, yeah. Well, like, the only thing that motivates Goku is just getting stronger, passing those limits, and fighting strong guys. Like, that's his whole thing. And then Gohan's whole thing, even though they kind of butcher it, is, oh, I want to fight to protect my family. But then he has several instances where, I went on a whole rant about this before. You didn't use it correctly, especially because Goku in the Frieza saga fought. Yeah, but a lot of the time, it's like, Wait, I did what? Why did I get Gazelle? Huh? He's not even on this team. How? I got like a couple of. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is the spirit drops? I'll have to check those after. I would Frieza, Gohan, and reacts to the threat and gets stronger to defeat it. Yeah, I'll have to look that up to make sure I'm using those terms correctly. But I don't want to come off like a bit ignorant. Yeah, like that's a cool little thing there. Like, oh, I just realized as well. Wait, is there? I'm trying to think. Is there a? Yeah, so we beat. I forgot to mention we beat Australia. Australia was our first match. We win. This is the Saudi team. We win. Yeah, but if you're okay, I didn't think they'd explain it here. If you're that good, why didn't you participate in the Football Frontier, which is the first season? I didn't make the cut. I'm still in 6th grade after all. So he's like 11 or 12 in the World Cup with this team. Yeah, like I don't know what, because grades, we don't do grades here. It's different. But yeah, he's the youngest out of all of them, and he's already on a World Cup level of play at his age. It is insane. Because in the anime, like, Jack, I don't think mentions the Football Frontier. He mentions, hey, why didn't we have him help us fight Alias, which would have been the last season. Yeah, if you look down on me, I'll rise up, I'll even beat Axel. Yeah, it's like, this is start, like, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. A reactive will be more often to react to a threat. Proactive character will prepare for a threat. No matter how stupid he is, he's proactive. I'll need to do more research on that just to make sure I'm right. Or I'm wrong. Could be wrong. Yeah, so now... Yeah, so these two form a solid bond. Axel and Austin now kind of form a solid bond throughout the story. Yeah, so unfortunately, the one thing I don't like about this game is the way they do the Chronicles mode, because it's not a matter of doing the story mission and then moving on. You have to do the same match again under, like, the actual rules of the game, but with your own team. Now, granted, like, my team's, like, level 97, but I get level synced because of how strong I am. Yeah, the one thing I wanted to check, and then I have something else to explain the overarching story of the Chronicles mode. Right, yes. There's a rotation with certain, like, character drops. So since release, I've been here. Yeah, for the release of the game, it's been Group D, because each, I think it was like, each platform got a different group starting off. So, like, the Switch players got Group A to start with, PlayStation got Group B, Xbox got Group C, and then Steam got PC, or Group D. So that's how I was able to, like, get those. I was farming those consistently. And then, but for release, it was 3 weeks, so now it's every 2 weeks it rotates. So now I have a higher chance of getting these characters. Which is cool because I kind of want to get Xanark. But now I have a higher chance of getting these characters. And then every 2 weeks it'll then rotate. As to, like, what characters will drop. So you have a chance to get characters from the team you fought, but also characters from whatever team is boosted that week, which is kind of cool. What did you think reactive was? Because you know how to proactively solve a problem, you know how to anticipate it. Reactive problem is not to anticipate it. That's cute. They color-coded the different console starters. Yeah, they did. I think it was kind of interesting. I think that's a good way of it, though, as well. Because, like, you might as well color-code them even out of, like, Steam and stuff like that, like, just for the sake of, like, simplicity as well. Like, oh, this is Group A, this is Group B. Yeah, so I actually want to check, can I actually get Xanark? Can I actually get Xanark? Oh yeah, it's in alphabetical order, so he'd be at the very bottom. Or do I have to go to, like, Inazuma 11 Go, which is basically the sequel season? I can. He is available to get in this. Okay. So there's a possibility I might, because I've been debating on, like, what players I want for my team as well. So, like, Yeah, we're all level synced down because we're way too high level. Basically like a level 99 team. What's funny is that they made the Steam one brown, which feels kind of hilarious. Most PCs come in rainbow colors. Yeah. I thought it looked grey to me, but maybe it was just different. But yeah, they have it like... It's always like a grey or like a dark shade color for PC, even though like, yeah, RGB exists. Right, we actually have to play as my team for a change. And my team has been kitted out accidentally. There's little add-ons and equipment you can give to your characters, and when they're the orange legendary rarity, you can't take them off. And I spent like... Basically, you're able to get training beans to boost stats, and I accidentally auto-distributed them. And you can't take them off orange characters without destroying them. So, I'm really upset about it. But, it is what it is. Yeah, kind of a grayish brown. Yeah, it's fair. Right, let's see how I get on. This is my first time actually playing with the beans. The beans, what the fuck? 71% chance loss, we'd love to see it. Give me this. I actually have to play as my own team, let's go. Give me the ball. Yeah, I'm already getting like, yeah, that's gonna be weird. I'm so used to getting like Bylong's team and stuff like that. Nope, get away from me. I also have like rare drop chance on as well. So like, hopefully I get like, well, to be honest, this is like the purple route. The higher tier, oh god, hang on. Basically, there's 4 different versions of the fight or the match. So we're on the route unlock, which basically lets us progress the story. The Chronicle one, which is basically recounting the story. Then there is a rare drop battle and a hero battle, which have higher rarity chances of getting like characters and stuff that you might want. So if I can get Xanark, maybe, I don't know if I'll get him today. I'm gonna just work on progressing the story. And this isn't a stream playthrough thing. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna be doing the Chronicle mode off stream. But this is just one of those things where it's like, hey, if it helps towards maybe like leveling characters and building my team, sure, why not? I just didn't want to do the thing where basically like I fight the same team over and over again trying to get a player. Right. Let's go. Space Penguin, let's go! Oh, I didn't think I had enough. Oh, I can! Okay, yeah, let's do it. Goal 1, shot chain. Oh my god. This is a good indicator of what the beans do, because Soul and Sean being him, of course, and Soul is the orange-haired, red-haired dude that's right next to me here. Both of them have maxed out beans and stats without equipment. So it'll be interesting to see how powerful their kicks get. It'll be very interesting indeed. Alright, come here. This is one of those things as well, is that sometimes you can get a bit too overpowered. Like, even with the level sync, you can get a little bit too overpowered to the point where, like, you're basically 5-0ing, like, teams constantly. In the next patch, what they're trying to do is, I think the 1.4 patch, is they're going to implement a feature that's basically like, hey, if you go 4-0 up in the first half, you just automatically win. Which I like for the sake of story and for the sake of grinding. They already did things where, like, they raised... they tweaked level gains as well. Oh, shoot. Oh, I accidentally checked the Keeper's, thing. Hang on. A lot of this is going to need explaining, but it's just so hard to explain. There's so many mechanics in this game from different seasons. So, like, I basically just summoned a stand for anyone not familiar, but it's called a Keshin, or a fighting spirit. Which basically you used for, you know, shots and stuff like that. And this is Soul, the guy I was talking about. He's like one of my favorite characters from Inazuma 11 Go, which was the sequel series to the original Inazuma 11. Yeah, god, we're just like so powerful now. Our kicks are that strong. 2k. Okay, so he's a fire type keeper, but he used like a wind type move. Not that it would matter. But yeah. So like, unfortunately, we don't have the 7 or the 1.4 1.4 patch yet. Did I say 7.4 before? I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say 1.4, but also there's like 7.4 coming out for Final Fantasy. Basically, if we were to get 4... Fuck. If we were to get 4-0 up in this first half, we'd basically just automatically win. Excuse me. Please. Oh, crap. Yeah. Oh, we still won that. Nice. Even though we had the type disadvantage. Let's go. Bellatrix. Let's go. Ah, crap. Oh, I don't have tension. Ugh. I'll have to take a regular ass shot then. Oh, I got tension from... I might actually be able to like hit that from like a single shot. Because normally I'm so used to doing chain shots to actively get over the goalkeepers. But now with the stats that they've been pumped... Okay, we're not quite there yet. Yeah. Yeah, not quite there yet. I also don't have a... You can give equipment to your characters as well, like boots and like accessories and stuff like that as well. Jesus, stop passing. 74, please. I love losing a 74% chance. It's so good. Come here. Yeah, we're not at that point because like normally you have to be level synced. I'll just do regular kick. I think it should go in. Yeah, so I'm not gonna get 4 goals up. Unless I like chain like 3 shots together, but it doesn't matter since we don't have the patch yet. I can't wait for that patch to come out because there's already an auto battle for grinding, but you can't really rely on it. There is a thing called commander mode, which basically is auto battle, but you can't really do that from the jump because the AI is terrible. So basically for people that are trying to grind or trying to get levels for like teammates on the bench and stuff like that, what they'll do is they'll go like 2 goals up by playing normally and then swap it to commander mode and then just like do something else in the background. That type of thing. So, because without fail, every time I have passed it to commander mode, we've conceded. Or not conceded, but we let a goal in. Yes, we wouldn't have gotten the advanced victory there. I'm gonna like start farming for that though, in certain aspects. Mainly the route battles, because the route battles are literally just kind of like a tedious thing. Like, you've already gone through the story. Why do we need to do this whole song and dance of playing the same match again just to progress? That's my only real gripe with the Chronicles mode. Oh, I actually forgot to mention the overall story of the Chronicles mode as well. I'll do it after this. I'll remember this time. Because it is quite insane. I'm not going to lie. Oh, crap. I was going to pass the ball. No, get out of my way. Oh, I ran out of the Mix and Max. Oh, we still get the power charge. We might foul, though. Power charge has a chance to foul. We didn't, though. Get away from me. Yeah, like, our regular kick is like 800. That's insane. Yeah, just follow that up. I don't think we got... Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. The moves that they use also boost their defensive rate as well. I'm blocking the attack rate, but you can kind of see it on the left side of the screen when I go in to try and, like, make a shot. But yeah, I probably will do ranked at some point. But like I said, all I'm trying to do at the moment is build my team up. Some characters I have, like Ricardo there, who does it, who basically summoned the stand. Yeah, like a regular kick is like 1,000. That's nuts. That's with the beans I mentioned as well. So like he has a lot of kick, like increased stats for beans or for kick stat from the beans is what I meant to say. But I know a lot of people build Sean to be a defender because he also kind of works in that way. That's why he has like defensive moves and stuff. So like if I go over here, yeah, so like I can do it. He's like the only striker I can think of outside of like your avatar that you can create yourself, which is nuts, that has a defensive move. And like this isn't like the only like progression that they have. Like they have like skill trees as well. It's like it's insane. It's insane how much content's in this game, and insane just how much depth there is to it as well. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll chain. I'm actually worried about hitting the the 5 golds, because the OST changes after you get like a 5th goal. If you're 5 up. Ah, crap, dude was in the way, weakened it. Yeah. I was worried about the type advantage because wood is weak to fire, which is what the keeper is. Keeper fire. Ricardo here is wood. So, but now, are we gonna hear the music change? I think it doesn't start until we start. Yeah. Yeah, immediately anime music. And I still have like a couple of minutes left and a half, so I'm hoping I don't have to mute this. I wouldn't be surprised if I do. The music, the games came out first, as far as I understand, before the animes, but a bit of a slog going through the Chronicles mode. I like the Chronicles mode a lot, but there's no way you did a fusion dance to get a goal. For real, yeah. That's the thing. There's so much wacky shit. So basically, Soul Daystar, the orange-haired dude, you can see him there in the corner. Yeah, we're getting some levels up as well. Basically, there is a gimmick in Season 2 of Inazuma 11 Go called Mix-and-Max, where you go back through time to, like... So basically, Ricardo, the dude that summoned the stand earlier, Yeah, he basically gets a quote-unquote fusion with Nobunaga Oda to give him a boost. And the whole point of that show, or the whole point of that season, is basically becoming the Ultimate 11, where everyone is, like, fused with some, like, fictional or, like, mythological or like, historical figure in, like, history. And, like, they basically get a boost from it, and then, like, you know what, I'll actually show it off. They can actually wear those stands I mentioned as armor. They can wear those as armor. I'm actually gonna put that on. The reason I took the armor off was just because I wanted to use the special moves that each of the stands or Keshins had. I'm gonna call them stands just as a general, like, just so you know what we're talking about type of deal. Oh yeah, so we don't actually go straight onto the next match. We actually have to fight another team. But let me quickly... Yes, yeah, so I want to show this off because two... Yeah, so this is the skill tree I was talking about. Basically, there's a thing called Armorified that you can put on. I'll put them on both. I think only Soul and Ricardo have them. I did have another character that has the same thing, but... yeah, there's a thing called Armorify. I'm kind of blocking it, but it's right there. You can see it there. So you can wear your... Certain characters can wear their fighting spirit as armor. The reason I refer to them as fighting spirits instead of Keshins is because they were called that in the technical difficulties. Give me a sec. No problem. But yeah, let me just... I want to quickly go through... I don't think there's any other character. Yeah, like Aitor... Yeah, because I'm kind of just like... The only reason, like, Obscura and Jack are on the bench is just because I'm leveling them up. To be honest, I don't even think I need to put them on the bench. Because... I don't think I need to put them on the bench just because, we're at the point where I'm not really, like, doing, like, those matches. Yeah, like, Chronicle Battle gives you, like, what was the 52? Yeah, you know what, I want to put them on the field, because I'm not at a point where I'm, like, playing against, like, level 90 teams. So, like, my team there, so, like, I can put Obscura now on the bench. I only had, Stonehead and Derry on because I was leveling these two. But since we're not fighting like level 90, level 99 like stat player or teams, I'm just gonna keep them on. I'm back. Can you show me the insane image? Wait, which insane image? Oh yeah, before I progress anyway, I do need to talk about the overarching story of Chronicles mode because we didn't see the first cutscene. And this is just how batshit insane this series goes. But yeah, basically it's like the Armorified. I think I was talking about the Armorified, right? Basically, they can wear their stands as armor. You said something about showing me about the fusion thing. Oh, I'll have to show it in game. Basically, the fight and spirit stuff that, Soul and Ricardo summon, they can wear that as armor. The fusion thing is... About the fusion thing, I was just talking about it. I don't have images. I can only show them off, like... Yeah, like Ricardo gets... No, it's called Mix and Match. I know I'm blocking it. But he gets one with Nobunaga. I can show it off in game because you just build up meter and you use it. So I'll show it off once we get in game. But yeah, the plot of the Chronicle mode is you are playing as a character from the future called Victor, I think his name is. I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't really show up. He hasn't shown up in a bit. And basically, you are going through time to create the ultimate football team to stop your world being destroyed by fourth dimensional beings. That is not a joke. That is the actual plot of Chronicles mode. You are to make the ultimate football team to take on fourth dimensional beings. Inazuma 11 is insane, and I love it. Question, could you combine both of those? That seems kind of pretty. Your work needs a little longer just because your soccer team is ass. Yeah, it is kind of funny. It's basically post-apocalyptic when we first see it. Fourth dimensional beings, you mean time travel? No, as in, like, they are beings beyond gods type, like, fourth dimensional beings. Like, they are meant to be, like, it's like, think of the Reapers from Mass Effect. They're meant to come in, reset the universe, and then fuck off for more, like, and for more civilizations to rise up. come back, do the same thing, rinse and repeat. We don't know the nature of these dimensional beings, but that's all we get from, like, the first cutscene that we see of the Chronicles mode. So these, I can move through time the same way you move through space, yeah. Well, at the moment, they're stuck in, like, the future. They haven't, like, there hasn't been anything yet about them, like, following us in. But also, I think they didn't need an overarching story for this, because it could have been like, oh, relive past adventures and play your own teams and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, they didn't need it. They didn't have to do it, but they did, and I'm happy they did, because it's just show how wild Inazuma 11 is. So far, what I'm seeing is people who talk through time as well as space who love soccer are offended by people who don't play it. Oh, there's a whole, like, for the initial part of Inazuma 11 Go, the second season, the whole point is that you're facing a force from the future that's trying to destroy soccer and, like, make it that it never existed. Like, that is, like, the plot initially before, like, more stuff happens and stuff like that as well. The excuse I'd have for giving this, like, a video game, like, similar to Dragon Ball Heroes. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. I mean, that's the kind of thing you can do in all the games as well. Is you can, like, what we're basically doing with, like, the actual seasons and stuff like that. There's, like, specific characters that get added to the team as the story goes along. But this is, like, the only time where a story has done it, where it's like, oh, you get to pick, like, there's 1,500 characters in this game. And the whole plot is you need to pick your favorite 11 and go through and, like, beat, like, these teams, like, from the past and stuff like that to, like, improve and get stronger and stuff like that. Is that forced my great-great-great-great-grandchildren? Yeah, it's mad. No, the Chronicles mode is wild. The fact that that's the introductory cutscene is wild. But yeah, no, I'll show off the armor fight stuff and all that when we get into, like, a battle. But right now we gotta do the Chronicles battle with these guys as well. I forgot, actually, you can... Who's here that I could possibly farm? There's not really anyone here that's that great. The only one I'd like to farm would be Quagmire. I'm not gonna make the joke, it's too easy. Yeah, there's not many other people in this team that are that great, so I'm just gonna... So basically, actually, they're gonna explain it, I reckon. Heck, you could have made an excuse. It's a video game, world based in history, just pick your team and let's go for it. Yeah, they didn't have to go into the effort of, like, actually saying... Yeah, that name is unfortunate, yeah. But that's the dub name. Like I said, the Japanese have different names. Like, that's the name that, like, the writers for the dub picked. Yeah, so, like, Dvalin. So, like, Dvalin was the name because he was an Alias member from Season 2. So he was one of the antagonists back in Season 2. But they're all good guys now. Yeah, Dvalin. No, my real name is Dave Quagmire. And I'm the captain of Neo National Team. Yeah, so basically, like... Oh, yeah, because what I forgot to mention is the red-haired dude, Xavier, in the dub, and the green-haired dude, Jordan, they were also Alias members, but they're, like, there was a whole thing with Season 2, it's a whole thing. Oh, you know, someone was weird, you know, a fan of Family Guy and the localization, because really, who F names their kid Quagmire? True. So, the way I see this is, like, there's another show that did this thing where they basically completely changed the names from the Japanese. Like Mark is Mamoru Endo in Japan. Axel Blaze is Goenji Shuya. So, like, they were probably quote unquote too Japanese for Western audiences. That's the only reason. But I know there's another show, I can't think of it off the top of my head, that basically changes the names like that. But it slips my mind, so it does. Oh, and also, the lady here actually managed the Inazuma 11 team in the last season. So, that's why they know each other, just as a heads up. Yu-Gi-Oh! Did Yu-Gi-Oh! Do it? It could have been Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah, Joey Wheeler, Tristan, yeah, it probably is Yu-Gi-Oh! You're right, yeah. I wasn't sure. I was like, was it Yu-Gi-Oh? It's like, oh yeah, it makes total sense, yeah. Joey Wheeler from Brooklyn. Yeah, so basically, Neo National wants to basically replace the current team. We're not gonna let that happen. Oh, and the lady and Xavier are brother and sister. Yeah, crazy. Our old manager forms a team, then challenges us. Let's go. You know, it's hilarious about Yu-Gi-Oh! They ironically kept the sentiment for the show almost exactly the same with the metric F ton of changes. Yeah. For the anime, they did a lot of like censoring though. Like they censored the cards. Any hint of guns was gone from the 4Kids dub. Because Bandit Keith holds a gun up to Pegasus's head at one point, and 2 of Pegasus's henchmen in season 1. So I'm hold guns up to Kaiba at one point. Like anything like that, just, like a lot of censorship with 4Kids in general. But yeah, right. Let's continue. Oh yeah, we don't have Sean because he's basically out of commish. He's out of commish because of the last match and being basically. I think the dude. Oh no, he's here. I thought he gets. Huh. I'm misremembering. It's been a while since I've done season 3 because I've played the last time I played Inazuma 11 outside of the Chrono Stones game was the season 3 game, and I remember Sean getting kicked off the team for a little bit because I thought it was due to basically heat stroke. It's hilarious. The reason that they censored too much is because back then the censors were incredibly strict when it came to what kids were allowed to watch. True! Any hint of like violence or Christianity got censored. Use legendary wolf for Sean. Oh shit. Oh, it's this music. It's the season 2 music. Let's go. I can just do this. So it's gonna be an automatic win or an automatic catch, so it doesn't matter. Ah! Which is our Christianity censorship. Everyone was Christian. Yeah. But like a lot of the cards that had some kind of like Christianity type symbols were basically censored. Yeah, I thought that was the Valid's trick. Yeah, so basically what happened is Neo National basically traded special moves. So because Quagmire here was a goalkeeper as well. He was able to be a midfielder and a midfielder or forward, I can't remember off the top of my head, and a goalkeeper. So Drill Smasher was actually his move. So people are like, hey, what the hell? They basically traded moves for this match. So now Inazuma, like our team, are like, what in the... Yeah, they're like, what in the hell is happening? Oh, enemy boost? Yeah, it's an automatic goal. We don't even bother. We don't even bother unless it makes me play. Yeah, like that was also Quagmire's move. Yeah, it literally let me do it. Yeah, Fist of Justice. It makes me do it. But it's an automatic. It's an automatic goal. That's part of the story. Ugh. Yeah. You taught me that football's a losing game, I'll give you that much. Yeah, because like even in season 2, while he was an antagonist, Devalin or Quagmire basically like got a thrill of playing the game. So he was like, yes, give me more type of character. It's still a game of competition. You have to play hard if you want to win. We're going to take your place as Japan's representative team. Which is funny because we have beaten all of these guys. In fact, the goalkeeper was on the same team as Jude, the guy with the goggles we saw earlier. Alright, it wants me to pass it to Nathan. Oh, Wind God Dance. Oh, nice. I need to get... This is another move I have to get with... for my own Nathan. To, like... It's such a cool move. And it's probably one of the best dribbling moves that he can get. But, like, when you're building your own characters, they don't have all these moves. Oh, Whirlwind Drop. Yes. This is the move I want for Nathan. Yeah, this is the move I want for my own Nathan on my team. I need to like try and get a couple of goals in because I want to. Nice. Okay. Meteor Blade. No, I don't have any other moves. I didn't think he would gotten Whirlwind Drop now. I thought he would have gotten it in like the next match. Awesome. Okay, cool. We'll do Fireball Screw. I know King, the goalkeeper, is a fire type, so we're not too bad in terms of matching. But I'm going all out. I want to even it out so we can like At least if more mandatory golds come in, then we can just walk through it. It would be no problem. Which is what I was doing when I went 4-0 up on the Desert Lions. I always try to do that in the Chronicle mode of just like, yeah, just try and get as high up as you can on the scoreboard. So you don't have to worry about specific things. I can't show off the armor fly stuff just yet. That's what the little bar under the top left, excuse me. In the top left, I can't... No, I was trying to pass the ball to Sean. There we go. Oh, offside. Oh, I'm okay. I thought it was offside. Yeah, I'll do Eternal Blizzard. The fact that his Eternal Blizzard doesn't even have, like, a level up is insane. Because it's a cool move, but it's his weakest shot. Oh, I don't have any intention to level that up. Yeah. Everyone keeps getting in the way. They keep body blocking me. Unless I get a breach. No, I didn't get a breach. Okay. You'd know if... Oh, wait. You guys... I keep forgetting. You guys can't see, like, that number. But basically, if the attacking number is bigger... is, like, far bigger, like, almost doubled what it was when you first shot for the goal, that normally means you've gotten a breach. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Let's try this. Crossfire! Get in there, Nathan. We can go 2 up, will be good. Yeah, I think so. Even if he doesn't move. Nope, he didn't use a move. That's fine. Nice. That is nice-oo. The fucking jingles. I like the jingle is actually the same as, like, the DS games as well, which I do appreciate. Like, the fact that they basically took the sound effects, kind of remastered them, like, used the music, and just put it into Chronicles mode. Like, they didn't have to go through so much effort, but they did. And, like, the content that's coming next is, like, we're getting Season 3 of Inazuma 11 Go, and then we're waiting for Inazuma 11 Ares and Orion, which is a whole... It's not it's kind of weird. I'm not actually as familiar with it. I've heard mixed things about the seasons, but they're kind of like... It's weird because it's like alternate universe type seasons. So yeah, I'm gonna grab some food and say one thing. Yeah, still isn't my thing, even though this is cool shit about it. That's fair. Like I said, for me this is one of those weeks where I'm playing a game that I'm just obsessed with at the moment. While we wait for the new year and we get back to Red Dead 2. So like this is just a hyperfixation. It's like, hey, it's like basically when I played Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, when I did the playthrough of that. That was a result of me having a hyperfixation for Pokemon at the time. So that's exactly why I'm playing this. So I can completely understand if people tune in if they're not a fan of it or whatever, which is totally fine. But yeah, this is for me just one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna be playing this anyway, I might as well stream it. Okay. I actually kind of want to hold off because it's... No, get away from me, I was trying to let the clock run down. Once the clock hits like 30 minutes, that just... Yeah, there we go, halftime. We want to get through, we want to get through so we can get to the next half. So we're already... Even though we conceded a goal... I hope we used that word right. We're 3-1 up, so we should be good to like coast the rest of this. That was just fantastic. Wind God's dance, huh? Now we've got nothing to worry about. Yeah. We're very different people. You tend to have hyperfixation for specific games, and my hyperfixation to support game mechanics. That's fair. Yeah, for me, yeah, it is like just stuff I'm really into. Yeah, like specific. I just might get a crave. It's kind of like me getting a craving for food and stuff like that. So like maybe I go on a survival game phase, but they usually last years. You have a few weeks Pokemon phase. Yeah, that pretty much happens. Like for me, it's Inazuma 11 because the game came out. Like I was playing Digimon Time Stranger, and then this came out, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. After Alias Academy failed, you truly enjoyed the game. You chased the ball with everything you had. Yeah, so like some backstory as to like these dudes were antagonists in the previous season. But now it's different. They're playing for fun and playing for the sole reason of competition rather than like playing for evil type shit. That's where you could go toe to toe with former Epsilon and Genesis players. Oh yeah, that's also thing is his team, the green-haired dude's team, was actually the bottom team, like the weakest team that Alias had. They had several teams, whereas the red-haired dude was the pinnacle of Alias. So now he's having self-doubts about, like, the way he's playing, but he's like, hey, you're fighting with me and fighting against others that were, like, well above your league before. Yeah, you'll be okay. Just believe in yourself, believe in the game. Very anime. I might have to score with Greenway now. I might actually get him as a midfielder. It's like there's so many characters I want to be able to, like, and I know I could build several teams, but it's just one of those things where it's like, alright, what do I gotta do? Xavier. Oh, I gotta go back. Oh, I'm trying to get the ball back. Where's he at? That's the wrong person. And I can't even pass it to... I actually won one of those exchanges. There we go. I have to win a focus battle. Come here. Come here, bitch. Win. Story stuff. Pass it to Greenway. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so this is basically the match that's like the development for him, because he's playing against his like old teams and players that were seen as better than him before. I found the focus of binoculars, focus on the squirrel. I bet it means, yeah. Squirrel! Right, here we go. He's gonna make me. Yeah, here we go. Oh, he gets a dribble move. Okay, I thought he got a shooting move. Activate lightning bolt as Jordan. Gimme. Yeah, I thought he got a dribble move. Never mind. Alright, shooting move. Get the ball to Axel. He's not gonna do another move, is he? Oh, he just fireball storm. There we go. Yep. Classic. Season 2, baby. Let's go. Yes, that's gonna be an automatic. See, like, we're already like infinite wall. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Story, plot armor, bitch. Ugh. Oh. I may have spoke too soon. I completely forgot they do infinite wall. I completely forgot. I completely forgot. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Like, we're already right, so what are we gonna do? Complete the focus battle. Yeah, it's like some elements. Yeah, sometimes the history check is like a little, there's more to it. Yeah, so I lost that out of story reasons, not for anything else. Oh, enemy boost. Yeah, we have to concede a goal. This is why I wanted to go up as far as I could. Or it just means we gotta do something here. You're not getting past me. Because technically we're meant to be losing, but because when it says play for victory, I just play as normal and go for the win. Yeah, dude learns God knows, which is insane. Which is like the move of the final team of Season 1. Let's go. Was it? Do I get a new move? Oh, no, I don't. It just gives me like level 5 Fist of Justice. Oh, shit. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's level 5. I know why he didn't change the formation. It was to further improve Max skills as a goalkeeper. Player substitution. Hawkins to come on for Greenway. LeChance to come on for Banyan. Why in the hell would you put... LeChance is a goalkeeper. Why would you put him on defense? His presence on the pitch will make them offensively strong, but it'll weaken the defense. Yeah, like... Alright, let's go. And there's probably more story stuff then if we're still going. Complete a focus battle. Come here. Yeah, I think this is just a time for, like, our manager to be like, right, we're gonna boost our team stats, for lack of a better term. Yeah, I gotta let this through. Oh, no, I forgot. They put markup. Yeah, it's so weird. I thought they were... Yeah, Triangle Z, which is Kirkwood's signature move. Like, it's like a callback, because this is like the last season of Inazuma 11 proper. Yeah, Hawkins. Yeah. Yeah. Scratch, that was wrong again. The real reason we moved Mark up was to release Archer's true power. Yeah, because Archer is basically like, he's never actually played football, yet he was suddenly like picked for the World Cup team, and it's like, how in the hell was he picked? Which is why him and Hobbs are like new characters to season 3. So even the main characters were like kind of on the same kind of stuff as like the audience, but it's like, wait, who are these jobbers? And then they turn out to be like really good players. Time to break the infinite wall, just like old time's sake. This exact move was used in season 1 to break the infinite wall. That's most likely what's happening. Oh, he's using power shield? Anticlimactic. It would have been a good callback if they just used infinite wall again and we broke through it. That's like the whole point. So we get a mandatory goal. Are we done? 4-0 up. Yeah, win the match. Yeah, we're already cooking. It'd be nice if they like, when you got all the objectives and it's just win the match. I mean, no, because like some people might be behind. I was gonna say like, oh, just bring the timer up to like the 20th minute mark and stuff like that. Sucks that I don't have crossfire on Sean, because I don't know if they brought in the 2 variants. Sean has crossfire, but it's the wind version, and then Axel has crossfire, but it's a fire version. So like in previous games there were 2 different versions of the move. Let's go. Oh wow. Oh wait, never mind. I looked at the wrong number. Yeah, we got the bigger number. It's 5. Oh wait, no. We're not 5 up. We're 4 up now. So I don't know if the music will change. Yeah, to be honest, like I said, I've never actually gotten like this. In terms of the Chronicle battles, I haven't actually hit this margin. But I'm gonna be real, I'm just gonna fuck around with the ball until the timer runs down. We're 4 up, there's no point in fighting this. Everyone's too close together. I was gonna try and pass it across the... Also, why is he like up? Because he's like a defender. Oh, you gotta be kidding. And also, I forgot, Kane has a long shot that I could use. So, I could be an asshole and try and go for a goal again. Right, over there. Yeah, I forgot. Mark, who's normally a goalkeeper, does have... he is a defender at times as well. They made him a defender at in the last season. But, like, his whole thing is he's a goalkeeper. Which is cool, because, like, a lot of... The thing with Inazuma 11 is there isn't like a sole focus on one character. The whole team gets focused on. Even some of the ones that maybe get left behind a bit. In Season 2, they have like a whole thing. And it's great. It's just so good, genuinely. But like, the fact that they don't like focus just on Mark and like everyone else's side character. Like, everyone has their own little thing. So like, Kane here had like his whole thing with the Australia team. Like Mark has like an arc pretty much every season. Same with Axel. Him and Axel and Jude are kind of what you'd consider to be the main 3, and everyone else gets an arc. It's kind of like a similar thing I praise. It's like a similar thing I praised My Hero Academia for at the time, but My Hero Academia kind of slacked on its supporting cast a lot. Even though I really like that show. But yeah, just like... That's not who I was throwing the ball to, but whatever. I'm just trying to let the time go down because, like, I'm gonna have to... do this match again, just without the requirements this time around. So I'm just like passing the ball around, just let it run down. It's not actually like 30 minutes a half, so that's why I started doing that. Also, I was 5-1. Like, there was no way I was gonna lose. Nice. Bum bum bum. Right, nice. Yeah. Like 1 mandatory goal. Yeah. Also like the green variants of characters that I won't be using, because if I need characters, I'll try and farm out for the yellow or orange variants if I can. Because outside of Hero, which are very select characters that have incredibly boosted stats and curated movesets, which is what my Ultra Pink Mark is. But there you can only have 2 heroes on a team at a time. So your main focus is going to be the orange players. Or the orange rarity players. Yeah. So I could probably farm for him now if I wanted to, because he's a midfielder. I can't remember if he's like a midfielder normally or a forward. We kind of plays as both.
今日は負けた。だが諦めたわけではない。お前たちが少しでも気の抜いたプレイをすれば。ああ、挑戦ならいつでも受けて立つぜ。
God, can't when it's just like I can't unhear Naruto anymore now. But yeah, no, that's sick. All right, cool, nice little recap. Yeah, cause I'm trying to think. It's like is the next match the final match of the qualifiers? Oh yeah, because I think there's only 4 teams. So yeah, this was like the training match to pick the World Cup team. This is Australia, this is Saudi, and then we fight Korea. Korea is actually the next team. So yeah, now we just do. Yeah, now we just play the match again, but with our own team. Also, our team is level 69. Nice. Alright, let's go. Right, and now I can show off the stuff. The armor fight stuff. I already showed off the fighting spirits or Keshins. I can now show off the other stuff too. The armorification type stuff. Alright, let's go. Actually, yeah, no. Oh yeah, there's one thing I want to check after this as well, and I want to see if you can get Hurricane Drop in the store. Get rid of this. Ghost Lock. Yep, Ghost Lock stops players in place near the ball, so that gives me time to... Right, yeah, Legendary Wolf's like the only... My only, fear of, getting Hurricane Drop to replace... one of the other moves is mainly just, yeah, we're so strong, even if he uses them. Oh wow, this actually might block it. Oh wow, it did. Yeah, because Infinite Wall, it's powered up, so okay, fair enough. Alright, let's go. Give me this back. Yeah, so we have to build up the blue bar in the top left corner to use the armorified stuff. Right, they already whittled themselves down, so now I can just do this. Just do a regular kick. There we go. GG's. It's basically kicking a ball at a wall until it breaks. That's basically what the keepers are in this game. And then, yeah, once we score once, the music changes. I love the fact that the music, changes. Depending on how many goals were scored and stuff like that. Grab this. Yeah, we don't have a blue gauge just yet. I'm just gonna go for the kick, to be honest. Our regular kicks are so strong now that it's half their keeper's power and stamina bar. It's insane, man. It's so good though. But like I said, it's kind of an issue of I can't do nothing, try and block. Yeah. Stats, baby. Yeah. The power block and power charge have a chance to foul. That's the first foul actually this stream, which is kind of funny. But yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the time. I'll probably call it after this match. But I want to try and show off the... Oh, whoops. I want to show off the armorify stuff I mentioned. If I can. Once again, yeah, look at that, and if I just hit it. Oh, you cheeky bitch. Ah. The slide tackled my ankles, which somehow isn't a foul. The way they do fouls and offsides in this game are really weird. Come here. I went too far. Okay. Come here. Nope. You tried it. Yeah, I'm gonna fire roost with this. I'm gonna just go for the long shot. I think I can score. Yeah, like Nathan there is actually like a defender in his base stat. Oh, actually, I didn't realize. I did not realize. Alright, never mind. That's on me. I thought he was weaker than I thought. Oh! Yeah, wow. Actually, I'm actually surprised. Yeah, so these matches have kind of been... Can I pass this? Yeah. Try and get behind, get around the castle walls. That's what the little orange things are. Where basically, if they set up castle walls, that's like a way of defending. The defenders can get in between the ball and the keeper. So if you want to try and get around them if you can, or if you have enough striker power or kick power, you can typically blast through them with a lot of ease. I'm not too stressed about like. Oh, now I can do the thing. Right, hang on, let me. Oh, I should have actually passed it to. Oh crap! No! I didn't want to pass it. I didn't want to pass it back. I'm trying to pass it to Soul. Get it to lost. Nope, come here. I'm trying to show it off. Yeah, sure. Oh, that should be okay. Yeah, we were just like, that's the thing. Is like I was a little bit like worried what to do for the stream because the Chronicle mode is basically just like doing the same fights twice. I thought I'd get bit for. Wait, where's Soul? Oh, Soul's up here. I was offside. All right, it's a good thing I didn't do it. Yeah, I have the meter there. I'll do it next half. This half's about to end. Actually, I should have just. Yeah, I'm 2-0 up. I actually should have just let it run. Come here. Where are you going? Where are you going? You just going to stand there? You're not going to try and break through? All right, sick. Yeah, I'll show off the armor stuff next time. Oh, the one thing I mentioned, like in Inazuma 11 Go Season 2, the reason I call them seasons for anyone that is aware is just because if people come in and don't know what I'm talking about. In Season 2, yeah, they had the transformation fusion thing, but they also had the armor fight. And in the games, you could use both at the same time and you'd basically be nigh invincible. So, you could blaze through any team in the story. It was so incredibly easy to just abuse it. Because you could have 3 up at a time. So you could like realistically have like your main striker doing it. Yep. You could have like your main striker doing it. And you could also have like your goalkeeper if needed and stuff like that as well. And you had 11 players at the end of the game that could do that freely. Like, it was insane. Right. Sorry for pausing. I just wanted to, like, kind of finish up my thoughts up about that. Right. But that's only, like, the Go characters. So, like, Season 1 characters don't have those unless you go into the, like, basically the skill tree and give them a fighting spirit. So Inazuma 11 Go will have, like, the fighting spirits at the bare minimum. Not all of them do. But a good portion of characters do. So like you have to go your way to like give them like specific abilities and stuff like that, which I think is fine because that lets me customize and stuff. Right, where's Soul? I want to show off his armor fight. Ah, I see him there. There we go. No. I'm after wasting it. I already showed this off. Wait, come on. No. Oh, whatever. I'll just score. F it, I'll just score. I need to show it off, but I showed it off the wrong way. I forgot that you have to, like... I tried doing the shortcut, but the shortcut only attends to... Like, say if I put his fighting spirit down, it only does one or the other. It doesn't do... It doesn't, like, account for, oh, you want to just summon the fighting spirit on its own, or do you want to armor fight? Like, you have to pick one or the other to equip it to the shortcut, which is why it's grayed out there. Also, one of them is, like, actually... I don't know what that is. Oh, crap. Right, Flurry Dash. Yeah, I need to get Wind God Dance for my own Nathan here. He only has Flurry Dash, which is handy enough, but I need to get him another move. And then I need to get him... Oh, now I can do it. Okay. We're Soul. Can I go back? Damn it, I was gonna get it back to Nathan because I knew that wall would stop me. I can show it off with Ricardo, actually. Oh, what a bitch. Yeah, sometimes you have a chance of not engaging in a focus battle. There we go. Armor fight. Bam. Boom. Use your fighting spirit as armor. Literal armor. So now he can just run in. He doesn't get the super move that the fighting spirit would normally give. But he gets basically an overall boost to all of his stats. Soul can do the exact same thing. Only certain characters can do that, and they are the characters from Season 2. I don't know at the moment if there's a way in the game where if you're going to give them a fighting spirit, if you can make them do the whole armorification thing. But that is something I have to find out. I've not seen any other people talking about it. A lot of the YouTubers and content creators covering this game don't speak English. So I've been kind of discovering things on my own while trying to, like, there's a couple of content creators that have been, like, doing guides and stuff like that as well. But a lot of stuff I've had to figure out has been on my own. So I don't know if there's a way of, like, picking any fighting spirit in there and then giving them armor fight, or if it's just a select few that naturally have them. So yeah. Oh, welcome, Anna. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? I was actually going to end after the stream, but I can play for a bit longer. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We're chilling out today. No, not learning a new language, but yeah. Inazuma 11 doesn't have a lot of English-speaking content creators. So I've been figuring this game out on the fly for the most part. There's a lot in this game. This is my recent hyperfixation, so that's why I'm streaming it. But yeah, we're just going through like the Chronicles mode, which basically is like a retelling, or not a retelling, but it's basically like going through like the previous game story modes and stuff. We're using my own team and all that type of jazz. But welcome, hope you're doing well. I can go for a little bit longer, it's not a big deal anyway. Because like, the thing with like this game at the moment, and just, I'm at such an incredible power level that even though I'm level synced down to match, I'm just still kicking these teams' asses. I'm 3-0 up, like. And I've gone 5-0 up on the last match. Like, it's insane. I've been thinking about giving wins a try. I don't know if I could deal with the daily load on top. Yeah, I know it's another MMO. I've seen funnily enough, I've seen like my brother playing it, so he kind of plays it from time to time. I can't afford another grindy game at the moment. I'll be jumping back into Warframe next week because there's a new patch coming out, and then 7.4 comes out on the 16th for Final Fantasy 14. So I've kind of only been playing this and 14 because I've been leveling classes. Is that yeah, that's 4-0. That's 4-0. So I've been, yeah, because I was just leveling. I got Sage leveled up. I've got Dark Knight leveled up. I've kind of been taking a little break from 14. I probably will until 7.4 comes out because I want to do the new raids. Because I've been really liking the raid series so far. And I'll probably do them. The Warframe one will be next Friday, I'd say, but I still have to solidify that. And then the Final Fantasy 14 stream will probably be that Friday as well, because that's the final Friday before I take my break. Well, yeah. Just wall this way. I'm just gonna let the clock run down. I'm gonna let the clock run down. We're at that point where like. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I will do the next like Chronicles match and then Route Unlock battle, because it should be the final match before we get into the World Cup proper. Oh, good. I'm bottlenecked in FF due to playing MSQ together with my wife. She doesn't have the time during the week. That's fair. Yeah. For me, I was literally doing all the MSQ on my own when I first started the game, so I had all the freedom to kind of just. But then again, I didn't do raids and I didn't do a lot of content that I maybe should have done before going on to like going from expansion to expansion. So kind of a double-edged sword in that regard. What stuff did I get? Beans. I need more beans. I wasted all my beans by accident. Yeah. All right. Nice. I'll take a drink. Actually, I'm getting it. Throat's a bit scratchy. Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, Fire Dragon is the final match of the Asian qualifiers. So Korea. So yeah, so this will be the last match we have before we're in like the World Cup proper, or the FFI route proper. after the stream. Can we not do this again? I will be doing this again on Friday because I said I would. Like I said, probably next week I'll end up doing Warframe. I don't know if I'll do it on Monday. We'll see. I'm not stressing out. We don't have the stream on Wednesday because I mentioned I have a doctor's appointment and I'm not rushing back and forth to, like, get from work to my doctor's appointment. Who knows how long I'll be in a waiting room for, then get back and stream. So that's why we're not doing that. Really need a new FC now. We're kind of dead. Guess most are done with the content. Did a lot of extremes. Savages with them sinks. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, like, we're at that point now. My FC is the very same at the moment, where we're just kind of just vibing out. We're not really doing much. Then again, going to take a vacation day on Friday. Alright, nice. Yeah, no problem. It's not like you're not obligated to be here, you know. I appreciate it when y'all show up, but it's not like a necessity. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know if Torch and Gazelle are different variants of their alias versions. I need to look it up. So yeah, Gazelle, the way here, all three of these guys were antagonists. The middle dude was an antagonist in Season 1, but helped us out in Season 2. The other guys were antagonists in Season 2, but all three of them are on the Korean national team. Nope, whoops, skip dialogue. Oh, I'm not really reading dialogue, I'm kind of just giving a summary. It's basically just there's not much happening here, as far as I'm aware. It's just a fight to the finish type of deal. Oh, wait, they mightn't explain it here, but Axel has some backstory issue. Oh, yeah, never mind. There's also some stuff that happens here as well. I'll let play. Anyway, see ya. No problem, Prophet. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, hang on. I'll let this play out. If they don't explain it, I will, because it's basically a summary of previous games and animes. They don't go through all of the detail. I'm gonna let the match play out.
Inazuma Japan wa zettai ni katenai.
どういうことですか、監督?
それがわからないお前はキャプテン失格だ.
Yeah, basically scolding him for like you're a failure as a captain. Like, I don't know how I feel about Travis as a manager, because it kind of feels like he doesn't do, like, his management style is like, yeah, he's a strict captain and stuff like that, but, or not captain, he's a strict manager, but the way he does things is a very figure it out on your own type of style. And only when it comes down to the last minute does he actually give a fucking hint. And it's like, oh, well, that's wonderful. And it's like, bro. Yeah, I can't remember if he, hang on, I have to check. Yes, he didn't say it, but he benches Mark for, like, the first half of for the match. So you can see Mark, who is our main goalkeeper, is on the bench, and we have our sub-keeper, Lachance, who I'm not a big fan of, in goal. So, it's like, he basically tells, like, Mark to kind of basically figure it out. And it's like, okay, wonderful, thanks. And it's meant to add stakes, because Mark is basically the impenetrable wall that he is. Against, like, this is like it. Once they win here, they're in the World Cup. Like, they are the Asian representatives for the World Cup type of deal. Perfect zone press. So yeah, they have their own stats and stuff like that. We'll see. But yeah, I completely forgot. There's also a thing with Axel, but I'll explain it if they don't explain it. Win a focus battle. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. when a battle is Jude. Okay. Yeah, so yeah. This is where, like, the tactic stuff happens. Yeah. They did, like, the special tactics stuff in the first Australian match, or the Australian match. And then they kind of reintroduce it more here. Like, special tactics are a gimmick in the third game as well. So you see them being pulled out constantly. There's the new special moves, but there's also like these special tactics that they toss out. Win a focus battle is Jude. I was gonna say, I need Jude to get in here. Oh, no, pass it to Jude. Pass it to Jude! Oh my god. Sometimes the controls do be on some fuck shit. There we go. Give it. Pass the ball. I'm pressing A. Wind God dance. Alright. No shot. Ugh. Ugh. I hate this. I hate when it's like, oh, do story things, and then like... This is forgivable in like the route unlock battle because we're playing with our own teams. Where's Jude? Get the ball. Right. No, we're in a focus battle with him. That's good. That's just the important thing, is winning with him. Come here. Good wall back. There we go. Now play for victory? Or that actually might be a setup. Perfect zone press. You could select our next victim. Jeez. Yeah, basically, up until this match, Travis made them play in like a mud pitch. Like full-on muck. As like a way of training them. But here's the thing. Remember the drills that we did in the mud? Imagine that we're back on that pitch. The thing with like... Travis, this is the thing I have with like the manager as well. The problem I have with especially the earlier stuff is that he puts them in a situation, doesn't tell them shit, and then it takes Jude, the one, majority of the time to figure out, hey, this is what we were trying to do. But I don't know if I can give credit to Travis. He just puts them in a situation of like, yeah, and then lets the players figure it out. That's not what a manager does as far as I'm aware. Yeah, so now we do our own special tactic. Where we keep the ball in the air. Yeah. Go and try and remind by controlling the pitch. You better try and control the air above the pitch as well. Yeah. Like the fact that Jude had to figure that out. But Jude's also like... Jude is also, like, basically known as the genius playmaker. So he's the one that has to come up with the plays, even if, like, Manager Travis put them into training, like. It's just, like, why? It kind of comes to a point of, like, why is Coach Travis even there, then? You know what I mean? I probably should have passed that or changed that or whatever. It's, like, one of the biggest things I have with, like, Coach Travis earlier on. The manager earlier on, especially. Oh, he's a wood type, so okay, right. So I need to pass it to Axel. Mountain. Finally get, and we lose it. Okay. The ball. There we go. Right, I need to get the ball up the pitch. If I can get it to Axel. Oh, where is Axel? Is he on the far side? No, leave me alone. I'm trying to score. I'm trying to get a couple of goals up in case we have to, like, concede for the story. There we go. Go for it. Right, we Astro Break. Who's? Yeah, he is on the far side. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm gonna chain the shot, so... Fireball screw. Go for it. Yeah, this is going in regardless. I'm just making sure. Ah! Get in. Yeah, 400. Even if he doesn't move, it's not gonna be enough. Unless he saves it. Yeah. Good. And by save, I mean like... I mentioned there's crit saves and crit shots, pretty much. Called breaches and saves, respectively. The goalkeeper can get a random chance to just save the ball at no cost to their stamina. And a very similar thing can happen with taking a shot. It can be, which is called a breach. Here, do this. This is a move I need to get for my own Sean. Snow Angel, which is basically just a stronger version of Land of Ice. Right. I already used both of his moves. So... He's got like several other moves. I don't think crossfire will be enough, but I only had so much time to come up with like a move. Yes, okay, awesome. That's good. Yeah, because, like, I think we are going to concede a goal because I think we have to before Mark comes on. Which doesn't endear me to LeChance at all because he's meant to be, like, the substitute keeper, and he does, like... In Season 2, I couldn't be endeared to him at all. I know he's, like, a cool character. A lot of people do actually like him. But, like, he's basically a Mark fanboy from seeing him from the first season. Even to the point of copying his moves down. But he's like an inferior version of Mark in almost every way. So it's like, why would you pick? Outside of like the type difference, because he's a wood type. Mark is a earth type player. It's like, why would you pick anyone over Mark in a sense? I'll do this. I'm gonna try and get as many goals as I can. I don't like using up tension though. I need those for specials. Right. I got Fire Tornado. Oh, a Fireball Storm actually would be a probably good one. Yeah, I have to pass it to Sean. I probably could have gotten it to Greenway, but I think both of them are like... Wait, I'm just going to do the regular ass shot. Yeah, and even then, someone got in the way, so I got weakened. I mean, this isn't bad either, because if we can weaken the keeper, we're good too. It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, he just passed it to me. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Oh. He's in the way. Where's Jordan? There he is. No! Give me the ball back. I want to go 3 up again, like I did in the last game. Come here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Zone. You just kick. I don't know if he has a special move. Kind of hope. Yeah, he had a special. Damn. I should have passed it. Damn. I was trying to get that last goal. Trying to get that third one in because I guarantee you we're gonna concede 1 goal. Because like I think in terms of the story we have to like let one in before Marcus like, oh my god, he comes to his epiphany, and then Matt. Oh, Caleb, you're going in for the second half. Yeah, Caleb was on the team that Ray Dark was in charge of, and I already went on a whole soliloquy about Ray Dark being a complete psychopath. Basically trying to kill players and kill, like, a whole team of, like, 14 to 50-year-old soccer players. Just so he could keep winning and destroy football or whatever it is. Caleb was on the team that was recruited back in Season 2. That was basically, like, an evil version. That was another evil version of Royal Academy. And Caleb is a very brutal player, even back then, and he still has those brutal tendencies even now. So him and Jude have a natural, like, or I wouldn't even say rivalry. They are practically enemies in Jude's eyes. But up to now, Caleb has been benched for every match, which is why Travis says they don't know how Caleb works because they haven't seen him play. And Caleb still has this, like, air of, like, superiority about him when it comes to the power he has. Yeah, the strong feet on the weak in order to survive. That's a lot of jungle. I feel like they don't cover a lot in the story, and I also did the first 2 seasons on my own. So that's why I feel like I have to give a little bit of context for those that aren't aware of Inazuma 11 and that type of stuff. What's that? Out. Oh, because these were the substitutes. So who do we have? Oh yeah, they took Jude out. Oh wow. Oh, they told it. Yeah, Jude, Sean. Oh, I didn't see that. Stoutberg, I think, was taken out anyway. But yeah. Win a. Oh, what the? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Oh, I have the ball. Okay, win a focus battle with Caleb. All right, let's go. Oh, I gotta. Wait, I thought I gotta do it again. You're not gonna find out without watching. Why don't you watch the team carefully for once? Yeah, see, now he's giving hints. Yeah. This is the start of no one trusts Caleb because of him being an antagonist in the previous season, and because he's such a brutal player that, like, everyone on the team, or at least the team that fought against him in Season 2, don't trust him. Nathan should have been able to get that pass from him, so why did he miss then? Yeah, they're holding back. I get it, because nobody trusts him or his style of play. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they'd go into too much detail. They're holding themselves back. Yeah, but players like... The players that played against him after, or not played against, the players that basically showed up on the team after the whole Caleb Royal Academy Redux thing, don't have those issues. So the likes of Hawkins and Kane. Yeah, and Hawkins has a whole thing of looking like an idiot. He has insecurity issues when it comes to, like, he's scared of making a mistake. Yeah, and I think these guys are... Yeah, they're trying to do a special move. Oh no, they did it. No, oh wait, yeah, I think that's the whole Axel thing. Todd made up my mind, but why do I keep screwing up this job remembering my father like that? Are they going to give us a flashback, or do I have to explain myself? Do I have to explain for the people that are unaware of the game or the story? Must be sending Mark and Yoda to the World Championships, aren't they? Everyone's panicking, they're all out of rhythm. Hey manager, listen, I keep thinking in order to fight the world, I need to train myself in top condition. Because I've been so focused on that, I've forgotten something important, haven't I? I've been forgetting to watch my team. So now you understand, Mark. You know what to do, right? You see what I mean? It's another situation of, like, he only gave a hint at the last second. Because here's the thing. Everyone's been doing what Mark has been doing, yet Mark as the captain has been... I suppose it's a case of, like, he should be watching his team as captain, so he has that responsibility. But then Travis was like, you know what to do now, don't you? And Mark's like, yeah, I got it. It's like, dude, what the hell? Because if this, like, they went half of the first season without a manager at all. Actually, no, they did have a manager, but it turned out he was, he was not great. Yeah. I still, even after playing, like, this, like, the game, this way, yeah, he's smiling now. Like, his management style, like, always, like, weirded me out. Because it never always came with a... It never, like, even with, like, Lena Schiller, who we saw in the match against Neo National, the manager who managed that team, was managing our protagonist team from Season 2. And even she had, like, weird kind of, like, tactics and stuff like that. But it almost immediately came with a follow-up explanation from Jude. Like, Jude immediately always picked up on it. But for some reason they do the same thing here, but they let it linger a lot longer, and I still don't know how I feel about, like, how that kind of works in terms of story. I get, like, you're adding stakes to it's the World Cup. This is like it, like. Yeah, so, like, Nathan is even like, dude, like, I'm pretty sure Nathan was put out... No, he wasn't put out commission, but, like, he would have played against Caleb. Yeah, like, Caleb's an actual, like, playmaker almost as strong as Jude, or as smart as Jude, but because of the reputation. Yeah, Evans is back in. Fuck, that was Caleb. Better let me win this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, sick. Yeah, like, I'm still, like, iffy on, like, how I feel about Travis as a manager. Like, I still don't know if he's, like, a good manager or not, so to speak. Like, in my eyes. Then again, I don't manage a football team, so... And it's also anime, so... I'm not gonna think too hard on it. No, I need to pass the ball to him. I need to win a focus battle with him, not a scramble. No, I need to go back now. I need to kick the ball back. Why is Axel all the way down here? Oh. I need to get the ball to Caleb. There we go. Don't put me in a zone. I need to just get in a focus. Stop running away. Stop running away. There we go. Run for it. Use whirl... Now, yeah. Whirlwind drop as Nathan. Get me the ball. he's a top, like, world-class footballer, so he can't go out in public. So, like, yeah, hindsight. Enemy boost. Okay, this is exactly why I wanted to get a couple of goals up. Yeah, Chaos Break. I don't know if this is a mandatory goal or not, which is why I wanted to do it. I don't think it is, though, because this. All going to the World Championship. Let's go. Actually, weirdly enough, that had a bar, so that was actually had a chance of it. That had a chance of actually going in. Yeah, it's basically whoever wins this is going through to the World Cup as the Asian representatives. It's not a World Cup in the same way our World Cup runs. It seems to be like, it's like who represents your continent type of deal. But it's not really that either, because Europe has multiple teams. Like England and Italy get through. Like there's like, I think there's like the South African, there's Brazil. Like, so it's a weird how it's like only one of the Asian teams get through, because there's 4 that were in this one. There's Australia, Saudi, and Korea and Japan. So like, it's weird how this one feels like they only have like they can only have one representative. Or in Hammer of Fury. I just did it. Score using Tiger Storm. Okay. Where's Austin? Oh, there he is. Look at him. He's so far. I don't think it's a long shot. No, Tiger Drive is a long shot, but Tiger Storm isn't. Get away from me. Get away. Alright, zone. Tiger Storm, mandatory goal. Oh, go away. I don't think it matters. Tiger Storm. I'll get... Yeah, it's theme song. Play that shit. I'll get these guys to the world stage, whatever it takes. Yeah, plays his theme. Get in. Yeah. Nice old 3-piece for that. Oh, and it actually keeps this music. I think it's just play for victory now. Which is funny, but yeah, win the match. Yeah, we're 4-0 up. We're not losing. I think in the anime they do make it so that way the Korean team actually gets like a couple of goals in. So like Gazelle and Torch score with their combined move. I think they initially score with Chaos Break, which is what we've seen before Mark blocked it straight away in this version. I think Meteor Blade. I don't even need to go for a 5th goal, but sure, fuck it, why not? Why not? Sure, let's go. Classic. I don't even know how much power. I think, well, to be honest, this is like... Yeah, 500. Oh, okay, 400 attack. Just enough for us to score. Get out of here. Even with the type disadvantage, we still get there. Like the type advantages don't really matter all that much if you're like constantly. The type advantages don't really matter too much if you just have enough power in your shot. Oh, it wouldn't let me do it. That was weird. Okay. You know what? Ah, crap. I was just gonna start passing the ball around, not gonna lie. I was just gonna start passing the ball around. Yeah, because what I want to do after this is I'm not gonna do the root battle on stream because it's the exact same thing as this, only you don't have the requirements of like, oh, do this, and this. You just play the match again, but like with the actual rules of, hey, just win. Like there's no like requirements. Yeah, I'm still trying to team build as well. Like I need to figure out what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't want to go actually back here. I'm just passing the ball around. There we go. Yeah, just let it run. I want to go to the store and see if I can get Hurricane Drop, because I do want to get that from my Nathan. for the Chronicle battles, like the ones where it says history success, you play as a curated team, but then you have to fight them again with your own players that you've like collected and stuff. But yeah, there was actually kind of a valid reason why Axel's father didn't want Axel to play anymore, and I'll get into it now in a sec. Let us run, yeah. Actually, if I knew that the drops for certain characters were changing today, I would have, like, held off on some of the grinding I did over the weekend. That's it. Yay. Yep, they made it. Oh, we got another anime theme. I hope I don't have to mute half of this on the VOD. Let's go. Your reputation is not deserved. It is international. Even if I felt the heat there. So. Yeah. Yeah, different theme. Pause this matter. Show us the glory of Asia. Show the world the glory of Asia. All know the greatness of the East. Let's go. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna basically, his father has a change of heart, they have a brief conversation, and Axel gets to go with him to the world stage. Yeah, basically, there's another reason why Axel's father, did not want Axel to keep playing football, and it was, I mentioned it before, where Ray Dark, being the psychopath that he is, and being like a major antagonist that wants to destroy football, even killing kids for it, he was apparently behind the accident that put Axel's sister into hospital. She got hit by truck kun, we'll say. So she was put in a coma for all of season 1. But that meant Axel had to leave left in the middle of a final, or left before a final, like didn't show up, to make sure that his sister was okay. And then, in season 2, when it was the Alias Academy stuff, the villains of that season, they also basically took her sister hostage after she had just woken up and stuff like that, basically saying, hey, we'll hurt her if you don't leave, because Axel's such a driving force for how strong that he's such an incredible striker that they basically was like, hey, you're not gonna play, because they'd basically, like, if they got too strong, they'd basically one-shot most of Alias. Even when he came back eventually, like, they were still, like, struggling. But, yeah. So, from that point of view, from his father's point of view, football got his daughter put in the hospital and threatened to be hurt further because Axel was such a good player of football. Like, so you can kind of, it's not like, it's not a case of, like, it's not a case of it coming from, like, oh, you're working towards this dead-end thing, you're working towards this dead-end thing, I want you to quit and do something else. It comes from a place of, like, yes, I want you to become a doctor, because he doesn't see where football could go except for more hurt in the family. But yeah, also it's like, yeah, if he wins the World Cup, and, like, they're only, like, it's junior high, so they're, like, 14, 15, I'd say, in the anime. So, like, there's no guarantee, hey, if you win that, like, junior World Cup, there's no guarantee you'll continue to be a world-class, like, footballer. I know from seeing bits of the Victory Road story that, yes, he does. That's why he has to, like, cover his face. He can't go out in public. So, yeah, he's most likely making fucking bank. He even, like, so, like, you can kind of understand Axel's father not wanting to, like, let him play, so more hurt could possibly, like, affect them and stuff like that. So yeah, all because of Ray Dark being a complete psychopath. But yeah, I don't think I won't do the route. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally, because I was using the mouse, I accidentally went on to, like, yeah. All that's left is, like, I gotta do the route battle. What I'm probably gonna do is off stream, I'm gonna keep making my way towards just doing all these, because how many matches do we have left in this one? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah, 14 matches, and we only got through 1, 2, and technically 3. Yeah, because, like, it's still my only gripe with the Chronicles mode of you needing to do the route unlock battle in order to progress. So you have to do the same match twice. One with cutscenes and stuff, and the other without cutscenes and stuff. But you can absolutely blitz them in the first half. That's why I'm, like, waiting for that patch for 1.4 to come out. Because if you... I mentioned it before, but Mana, I don't think you were here. Basically, if you win... If you get 4-0 before the second half, like in the first half, you automatically win. It's like advanced win is what they called it. It's like, yeah, awesome. Put in a mercy rule so I don't have to fucking constantly deal with this. But yeah, so yeah, so like, yeah, I want to see if you can. That saves a lot of time. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Now these past couple of matches, even doing the route unlock, I haven't been able to actually get that 4-0. So we'll see how handy it makes it. But yeah, it'll save a lot of time if I can, like, if I do get that time. Right, shop. I want to see if I can get those. I'm hoping I can get that move. Because sometimes some of the moves open up, some of them don't. Tiger. Oh, don't tell me they don't have it. No, they don't. Oh, that sucks. I was hoping to get a hurricane drop for my own Nathan. Yeah, hang on. Let me scroll through again just to be sure. Oh, there's like... Oh, they have like a bunch of things here. I actually didn't check. That's fine. I'm happy enough with the ones I have, to be honest. Yeah, twin boosts. I'll go through slower just in case, because there's a lot of moves and stuff. Break, meteor, removal, near. Yeah, the Typhoon is Kane's one, Tiger Storm, Firebolt Spear, Doom Spear, Zephyr Shot, Flash. Yeah, because we're in, like, from Zephyr Shot onwards, that's the Inazuma 11 Go seasons. Yeah, that sucks. Wait, can I get at least, can I... Oh, no, they don't even have the other one. Wind God, whatever to call it. What, I can't remember what it's called. Dang it. Damn. There must be... See, here's the thing. There's probably a lot of stuff that I can get in the story. From what I understand, if you do the story mode and then finish it, the inventory that I have here in, like, the other modes and the inventory that I get in story mode will basically combine. So, yeah, I need to do the story on my own time and just kind of, like, go through it. I might even start it off stream, to be honest. Because, like, this was one of those games where it was like, I'm going to keep this game for myself. Outside of maybe doing a bit of ranked, but ranked is a bit broken at the moment, so that's why I didn't do any ranked today. Ranked, also in the last patch, ranked has been changed, so that way instead of, like, you going up against teams that are, like, level 99 and such, everyone is at a maximum of 50, which I do like because that's a very Pokemon way of dealing with it. Where, like, oh, if you go into, like, online matches with, like, on Pokemon, every Pokemon is 50. Which is very nice. Yeah, I might actually start this. I don't know if I'll continue. Either way, I'll probably have a lot more done because this is my current hyperfixation at the moment. So that's why I'm. This is one of those streams where I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying my time playing this game. So I might as well bring it to stream and stuff. Also, I haven't done a Monday stream in a long while. Yeah. Also, I forgot to show off that you can actually create your own player in this game as well. So, like, I tried making N0VA as best I could. I couldn't get a good hairstyle, and I couldn't really change the outfit since you're going to be wearing a different, like, football kit and stuff like that anyway. I just put a scar on myself because why not? But yeah, this is my character. You can actually put him in your team as well. I already have him maxed out. I already have it maxed out, and I already have given him a... I've already given him a... I say him. I've already given myself, like, a couple of moves, so I'm after giving myself, like, powered up Zephyr Shot, Spinning Cut, which is a defense move, and Legendary Wolf, which is a long shot. I made myself a forward just because, like, you can pick any... Let's be real. If you're making a character for a game like this, you're going to want to pick a striker. Like, I feel like I haven't seen anyone yet pick, like, midfielder or defender. But yeah. And from what I'm understanding, if you do the story mode, you can actually recruit your character. Which, it'll be funny as hell if I can recruit my character legendary, like, highest rarity I can get at level 99. if I can recruit him at that level and at that rarity in the story mode, I'm gonna absolutely break the story mode, and it's gonna be hilarious. I'll give you guys an update on that, because I don't know when you'll be able to actually recruit. Actually, I want to check something, because I'm after doing a couple of equipment. No, not equipment. It's enhanced, because I've had to get beans again. Alright, there's no. I had to get beans for stats, but I also accidentally wasted them all by auto-distributing them. But if you're an orange rank player, you can't take the beans off. They just get destroyed if you try to do that. So I have to re-grind them again, which is painful. But let me try and find some spare spirits that I can use to enhance, because I don't know how many I have. I'm trying to find like a player that I like don't really. I already have like 2 bylongs. Yeah, I can do that. No, I had like a total of 3,000 beans, and now I have nothing. Apparently there's a way in the story mode to grind them out, which is also why I'm considering starting the story modes today, because I want to get all my characters to the legendary status. There's characters like Mark Evans here, who is a hero rarity, but you can only get those rarities from like rare drops in matches by doing like the hero battles, or by pulling for them in the gacha. Thankfully there's no microtransactions. The gacha is completely like, hey, you can only get, or you have to earn them. So like, you have to earn the currency to pull, and it's kind of hard to get. And you can only have 2 heroes in a team at once. So it's not like you can. There was a glitch. I don't know if the glitch still exists, but there was a glitch where you could basically fill a team full of like these heroes, because there's ones for like each different character and stuff. Not all characters have them, but a good portion of like the main cast do and stuff like that. Even the story mode has a couple of them. But yeah, there's just a lot of. So basically, I've been focused mainly on getting everyone to legendary, so that way, hey, they have their max stats that I can give them outside of the beans, and then go from there. But that's also why I was afraid of, like, I didn't want to give them the beans until I had gotten my like final 11 yet, because I'm actually not too sure. Like, Aphrodite and Jude are only here as like backups in case I wanted to bring in someone else to replace Ricardo. I might keep Ricardo anyway, because I do like him, and I do like his moveset that he has. Frost and Soul were always gonna be my top 2 in terms of strikers, but I have ideas as for who I want for like my 2 substitute forwards as well. And then for midfielders and defenders, I'm not that picky, because I have my top. For midfielders, I have at least 3 that I want, because Nathan is a defender, but I always play him as a midfielder because he has a lot of like, he doesn't have a lot of like defensive moves. Aitor and Obscura is not even like one of the main teams. I just got her and leveled her up and thought, hey, she's actually pretty cool, so I'm actually going to keep her on the team. Aitor was a character I wanted. Waldside, I wasn't going to initially, but then I was like, you know what, he's actually like a solid defender. He's probably one of the best in the game. And then like Kibern and Clear here. I actually wanted to get Clear, but I thought I needed another defender, which is why I got Kibern. Because she also has like, I'm blocking it a little bit, but you can see there's a little wall icon next to me, next to the number. That's a shot block, so if someone tries to shoot into your defender and you have a move to block it, you can do that. It'll either stop the shot entirely, or it'll block it, or it'll just weaken it. So that's why I ended up getting her. I ended up getting Clear mostly as like a quote-unquote offensive defender. So I'd like put her up here where Obscura is, because she has a couple of dribble moves and stuff like that. Aitor, he has a shot block. Jack has a shot block, and even then, like I said, you can customize these even further, because if you go into the Abulan board, there's like a whole skill tree here. You can see where I distributed some of the beans, which sucks because Aphrodite and Jude got beans, even though they're not going to be on my main team. They're not going to be on my main 11, so I've had to like adjust the cope slightly to be like, it's fine, just say you're future investing in them in case you want to like put them in anyway. And it's like, okay. But the problem with the auto distributing that I did is that Swift got, by default, because he's a defender, he got a lot of defensive stat beans, which I'm not a fan of. But now if I try to remove these, like if I go to remove, yeah, you cannot remove training beans from legendary. Do you want to delete the equipped training beans? So you have to like get rid of them, which sucks. Because I was gonna give him more midfielder stats instead of defender because I play him more as a midfielder. So yeah, like he has a decent amount of stats, like 200, like in the forward stats. You can kind of see it there where it has like kick, control, and you can see what positions they benefit. So like high intelligence is good, like technique, but like, yeah, I probably wouldn't focus too much on his kick stat. The 3 stats I'd probably focus in on would be technique, intelligence, and control. And then like if he was to get like, he's already at max level, so like if he still had like decent defender stats, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because then you can kind of play him as like a, but that's why I think he's like one of the perfect defenders or midfielders, excuse me. And then that's not even accounting for like characters I've not even like got yet. So like I have a bunch of characters here. The egg icon means I haven't pulled them yet. But like I wanted Soundtown because he's like one of the ones I wanted from my previous games. I have like a couple of forwards here. I didn't want to immediately fall into the trap of using Axel and like the main characters. I kind of wanted to swap it up a bit and use characters that I wanted to use from previous games. So yeah, just kind of giving my thought process on that because I wasn't sure today if I was going to do a little bit of team building, but that requires an obscene amount of leveling as well. So that is why I should have to. Whatever the. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it here anyway. I wanna get some food. But yeah, so what I'm probably gonna do is I don't know how long the story will take me. I don't know if I'll do the story on stream if I don't finish it by Friday because I got class and work and stuff like that. I was out today because I wasn't feeling well. The only reason I'm not streaming on Wednesday is because of a doctor's appointment. Because I've missed a lot of days from class and work. So I'm trying to get stuff sorted on that regard. I'm not rushing back and forth from it. Basically, I'll be going from a work to a doctor's appointment for who knows how long I'll be in a waiting room for, and then back home. And so like that's why I'm not streaming on Wednesday. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday anyhow with this. So let me just. Let me save my game. One thing I do like about this game is it has crossplay across all platforms, or cross save across all platforms as well. So yeah, you can see I've 90 hours into this game and I haven't even touched the story mode yet. But if basically if you have this game on say Switch or PlayStation, you can just log in and bring your save over, which I think is awesome and incredible and great. But let me, oh, wrong thing, swap over here. But yeah, so thank you for listening to me yap for about 2 hours ish. We'll be back on Wednesday where I will continue to yap more. I forgot to check actually, when's the, we won't be watching it together because I just can't. But I forgot when the Game Awards. I think the Game Awards, like, player choice vote is up at the moment. I think that started today. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that starts today. I might do that. I'll do that on my own time then. Yeah. When is Game Awards 2025? I forgot to check. December the 11th. Yeah, so it's next Thursday. Yeah. Well, then again, next Thursday will probably be next Friday because they tend to do it late. It'll go into like Friday. Yeah, so like they do that so late, so I won't be able to watch it or stream it. I mean, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you for everyone who just tuned in and listened to me yap for about Inazuma 11 for like 2 hours. There will be more to come on Friday because it is the game that has sucked me in entirely. And then next week I do want to do some Warframe. I don't know if I'll do it on a Monday. My main thing is I want to do, yeah, Monday and Wednesday. I don't know when I'll do the expansions or the patches. So like I might save them for Friday. So Warframe will be next Friday. So I can actually like dedicate time to it because that's kind of like Friday tends to give me a little bit more wiggle room than I used to. And then the same then on the 19th. So the following Friday for Final Fantasy 14. And then that'll be my last stream for 2 weeks until the new year. That's when I'll be taking my break. So Hope I can catch you more often again. Been quite sporadic lately. Honestly, I've missed a lot of streams, so like, yeah, I've missed a lot of streams for just general, like, being sick and just not feeling well, like, mentally and stuff like that as well. Also, I'm working on a video as well. I'm working on just a small video to, like, as, like, a wrap-up. I didn't put up a video now this, for November, because I'm just going to be working on a small video of, like, kind of like a retrospective for the year. What I've learned, what I take away, what I'm going to do next year, and stuff like that. That'll be coming out on New Year's Eve. But I want to have it edited and done before I go on my break, so I don't have to stress. I can just kind of schedule that and have it be ready. It's a common theme, just like we're both physically and mentally getting strained. Yeah, no, I woke up and I didn't get a lick of sleep last night. I had to caffeinate myself before jumping in, but I didn't want to miss streams since I was already missing Wednesday, and I already missed so many streams. So I'm good though. I'll get it sorted Wednesday hopefully, because there's lots to get sorted, and then like not to mention the holidays in themselves are stressful enough for a lot of people. So I've just been trying to get all that sorted and done. But yeah. That all aside anyway, I'm going to call it there. So, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. This is N0VA signing off. And I will see you guys on Friday, where we will play more Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Peace out.